We're here. We made it.
What's up?
I'm in.
We did.
Man, what an awesome show. I've been excited about this one all week.
Yep, me too.
Guys, we got Clay Alan with us, man. They got a guy that I'm just going to say right now kind of reignited a little spark in me and kind of set in motion, like, all right, perspective. If I had to put anything, like, all right, I got things out of whack, man. I gotta like really focus on this and figure out, is this what I want to do? Do I need to keep doing this? How can, my wife is watching. She just asked the question. Yes.
Yes, this is what you need to do.
Yeah. So, but we're doing our random giveaway. So I told her, I said, as people comment tonight, they get entered into the drawing too. So anybody who's watching the live stream, just so you guys know before we get started, because I go on rabbit trails.
Yeah.
So tonight we are giving away for you guys the Tank 3, Amplitank Tank 3 by Fafine. They donated this to the channel to celebrate the memberships and the podcast. So members like Clay here not only get one entry, but if you are a member, you get an extra entry for every $1 that you do membership. So Clay, you got a few in there, buddy.
You know what though? If I was to win that, I think I'm going to give it away to somebody else.
Well, there you go. You could nominate someone else.
Just to pass it on, you know.
Pass it on. We could do that, and then we're also
I would feel guilty.
Yeah. And then we're gonna give away. Let me put. There we go. My camera's in different spots, throwing me off. And then we got the AM6 also, and your name's in that one too. So if you win, you could nominate someone else on the list.
Yeah.
And we'll, you could do it on your own. You can kind of look back and wherever your heart tells you, and let me know, and we'll send it to them. Winners for this have to be within the United States. So if I call your name tonight and you're not within the United States, let me know. And then eventually down the road, we're getting close. We're going to add Canada to that because I get like Amazon earnings for Canada and I can't do nothing with them because I live in the United States. So I'm like, you know what? We'll save it up. We'll do a giveaway for Canada.
Right.
I'll buy it and send it to you over in Canada. So let me turn my camera over to me. There we go.
There you go.
It'll be like constantly leaning over
Center
there.
Stage.
There we are. All right, so this is Clay Alan from the Clay Alan Chronicles, man, and I'm really excited that we're on here. I got a lot of cool stuff, questions and stuff, and whole point of tonight's podcast is this is not going to be so much like gear reviews. This is like if you know the channel Level Up, this podcast is more of like getting in the creator space, the people that are in it, sharing stories, sharing struggles, sharing victories, sharing gear, like how they like what we use. How we use it, and of course, then you guys get to comment throughout the video or see, I'm already not used to doing
a lot. Yeah.
During the podcast, if you guys have a question, throw it out there to me or Clay, and we'll answer it for you. And don't worry about it. Like just throw it out there, and if we see it, we'll pause and we'll make a comment. So I've got some comments already. So let's go ahead and let's just show these real quick.
Chad's here.
Chad, you just told me you weren't going to be here, brother. You were like, I'm on a road trip and I'm going to miss it. But he found a way. He's gone mobile. Thank you, Chad.
That means there was a will.
Yeah. There's a will, there's a way. Who else we got? Let's see here. Back to the retro review. Hello, everyone. He is here, man. It's good to see you guys. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here we go. Clay's for you. Clay's an amazing person. Dude is such a positive person. Isn't he? Isn't he great?
Yeah, you got to try.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about what we're going to do tonight. My wife asked another question. Just hold on. I'm getting to you. Just hold on. She's got an important question. This involves she's like, does every comment get a entry or just no? Every time you see a name pop up in the comments, dear, they get in, but not every comment.
Is she helping you right now?
She's downstairs. I'm not going on camera, but I'll do the entries for you. Yeah. So, Lori, thank you. Just anytime you see a name up, you just put them in there one time, and that's it. Who else we got here? Tank 3 is awesome. Fafine makes great products. I just reviewed their desktop speakers. See, I didn't know Fafine made desktop speakers.
He did. They're these little small speakers for like just what they say, desktop speakers. They're pretty cool. They got RGB lights.
Cool. I'll have to check that out. But I'm trying to set up my daughter, my 10-year-old, with a gaming setup now that she's into Fortnite with her classmates. And I'm like, I'm out of the loop on that. Like, I could set her up with the podcast, like gaming.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
reached out. I reached out to Fafine. I'm like, look, I'm in the weeds here, and you guys have always been nice with me being honest with what I love that relationship. I said, I'm trying to set her up,
What
but
does
I
she
don't
need?
want to break the bank. What you got? And they were
But
awesome.
that's just it with Fee-Fine. You're
Yeah.
never gonna break the bank.
Nope, nope. And it's good stuff, man. So what else we got? Back to the retro again. What streaming platform do I use? I use EVMux, and it is identical. It's not identical. It's similar.
Yeah.
It's very espionage kind of thing here. Like someone
Yeah.
used to work at StreamYard and then went and started EVMux and used their template. So if you know how to use StreamYard, if you get EVMux, you're going to know how to get in there real quick. There's no learning curve for that. I went from StreamYard to EVMux because for the same price as the Pro package with StreamYard, which is like $25, I think you get 720 streaming.
Yes.
EVMux gives you 1080p streaming with that. So it was like, all right, I can level up the quality of the video for the same price. Level up, level up. But you could. That's why I did it. Just it gave me more definition for it.
Yeah.
And again, it's newer, so I'm testing it live. And the very first, Clay and I were talking in the green room before this. I found out real quick, the very first episode with EVMux, that my face and my audio was glitchy and didn't match. So again, if this is happening again, let us know.
Yeah.
But that was a problem, and I found out, I think it was, they have this thing called beautification with like those Snapchat filters and stuff you could put on to smooth your face out. You could do that with on here, and I didn't know to do anything with it. I just left it on, and I turned it off the next week, and it's gone. So I don't know if that like bogged me down.
So they never got back to you.
Never got back to me. I reached out to they reached out to me saying, "Hey, we noticed you're on EVMux. How'd it go?" I was telling Clay, I said, "It junk." So I got another email. What happened? Tell us their setup. And like, I think they were hoping to nail me with, well, you need a different computer. I was like, I got an M1 MacBook Pro. I've got the gigabit package. My download speed was 943 and my upload speed was 43 at the time of the review. My camera is this and my audio is this. And I didn't use hubs. I plug everything directly into my computers for my live stream, so there's no bogging down. And they had no answers. Like,
and you got a hard line for doing this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't, like, for my video and stuff, I usually go wireless and use my network Ethernet cable for, something else or anything else. But live stream, I plug that in.
Yeah.
I just want every little bit I can get. So yeah, that's what I'm using, EVMux. And so far, I'm loving it. I love the little extra. They give you a few more features than StreamYard. I think they look at StreamYard's package and say, all right, now how can we give them a little more for what they're paying? But I will say this.
Me. I want to switch now.
Yeah.
I just haven't yet, but I'm probably going to.
But the background I did here, I went on Canva and I made this background. So this wasn't like something I did on EVMux. You can, but it's just faster for me to go on EVMux, do this little overlay, and then just pop the
Canva. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I use pretty much 90% of the time.
Oh, love Canva.
Yeah.
That's my lifeline.
Yeah.
So EVMux. What else we got? My wife's waiting on me to get all these names on here. JH, loving your setup, guys. Thank you. Loving yours. I'm telling you, man, Clay's got a sweet setup right there. And I know the secret.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm blown away that's this, like, dude, you could never know, man. I love the shelf back there, the light. I need to get
The whole
rid of this
idea
light.
of what's right behind that curtain is what kills me the most.
But hey, I'm gonna throw it out here. Like this may look like I'm in some fancy room. I live in a house that I live in Delaware, and it's a town. Of course, Delaware, first state. We've been here for hundreds of years. So I live in the town, in the inner city of Delaware, Laurel, Delaware. Been around for like 200 years, and I live in a house that is over 100 years old. It's like the old Victorian. So if you were like watching one of them older movies from like the 1912s, I live in what would have been a mansion then. It's not a mansion now, trust me. But back then, it would have been like a 3-story house in the square with the porch and the wrapper. So it's that. But because it's so old and it's so big, it's just not the best setup. So the walls aren't the greatest. So when I used one of my spare rooms on the second floor of the house, I could hear kids running up and down the stairs, dogs barking. like there was no sound treatment I could do to eliminate that. So I was like, I got to find somewhere to go. So I went upstairs to my attic and did this. So this was an attic. Like,
I think it's great.
yeah. So if you ever watched the movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where he gets stuck in the attic and there's like that was that. It was unfinished, but I got drywall up here and it's been a year and a half, but I'm up here. So this is like.
Do you have like the pull down ladder thing? Oh.
No, but because it's so old, it's a door. You open up the door and it's not even like walk in and then go up the stairs. The stairs are like, you open the door and there's already a step high. So you got to like duck and get up in it. And it's a really tight staircase that I've fallen down once or twice, missing a step. So, yeah, that's it. I'm in an attic. So, and it's furnished attic, and hey, it works. You got to do with what you got to do. But what I love about here is I can't hear anybody downstairs. It's better sound treatment here.
And you're above the noise. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm 3 stories above my wife right now. She's on ground floor. Then all her bedrooms are on the 2nd floor, and I'm in the attic. So I can't hear people knocking on the door, dogs barking, all that good stuff. So JH, thank you. Loving our setups. Hey, we try.
Yes.
Real quick, everyone, make sure you like the stream and give them a good hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We're gonna burn through these real quick so my wife can get the entries in. Back to the retro review. Yes, I use EVMux as well. So much control with it. Absolutely. Everything seems to match. Thank you. That's a big one for me. I need to know. Oh, Chad said he made it home. All right. Got my YouTube video shot and ate at Big Boy for my birthday dinner. Hey, Big Boy's got some big breakfast.
I haven't seen one of those in years.
Really?
Yeah.
You're Connecticut, right?
Yeah, but I'm from the South.
Gotcha.
But there's like nothing up here.
No?
No.
Oh.
Not all the good stuff anyway.
My wife is yelling at me. She goes, I already have all these entries and you're too slow. I forgot she can look at the comments as we're going live.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to stop worrying about you, Lori. All right, here we go. Let's so yeah, Chad made it home. Glad you made it home. And Big Boy, I love their breakfast. We have one out here nearby. And I hadn't seen any since I lived in Michigan. We moved out here to Delaware. I didn't see any, but there's one still left about 10 minutes from here. Oh, it's great breakfast. All right, what we got here?
Language.
Yeah. Let's see here. I know how secret too. It's amazing.
His secret. Yeah.
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 All righty. I think we're all caught up. Let's I got to ask this question.
Yeah.
Oh, and hey, my wife wants to know or wants me to say, Chad, happy birthday. She said, make sure you tell Chad happy birthday.
Chad.
His birthday was yesterday. She is on top of it. Let me tell you something. Man, anytime I get something in the mail that requires a signature, I don't even read it. I hand it to her. Like, do I need to sign this? And she goes through it. Like, her job, she's amazing. She's good with details. So, all righty. We got another one. Hey, Mike from Speaking the Truth TV. All right. Glad to have you here. And we'll read one more, and we're going to get going. Hey, Chad, I have another place I'm going to go to tomorrow, film another YouTube video. So I have that one. The one tonight, and my fishing tournament yesterday to edit. I will be busy. I'm telling you.
Yes, he will.
The one thing they don't prepare you for in YouTube is you don't realize like 10% of your time is behind the camera and 90% is behind the computer screen editing stuff. It's crazy. It's painful. You got to like it. You got to like it. Yep, back to the retro review says happy birthday. Chad, yep, absolutely. Speaking the Truth TV, how do I enter the drawing? You're already in just by commenting. My wife has, anybody that shows up in the comment section tonight gets entered into the drawing for the Fafine and the AM6. Just let me know if you're in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., or let me know if you're not in the U.S., basically. Let's shorten that up. And because it's anybody that's in the U.S. So here we go. I got some great stuff I want to ask you today.
All right.
I want to start with this one. What microphone are you using? Because I love the sound of your microphone. And I can't tell you've got that pop filter on it.
You know which one I'm using.
Which is it? Is it the tank or the K6 99D? Is that
Yeah.
it? Oh,
Yes, it is.
It looks so big on it. I was like, that ain't the K6 99D, is it? With the shock mount on it?
Yeah. Yep. I did that because I've got the boom arm mounted on the desk, and I have a tendency to knock into the desk a lot with my arms.
Yeah.
And so I put it on a shock mount. Just
What
to kind
shock
of.
mount is that? Is it the
Actually,
YX30?
I believe it's one that you recommended.
Ah, yeah,
It's
okay.
just a
Yeah.
cheapie. It's a real
Yeah.
cheap one.
Yeah.
I think it was like $12,
Yeah. Yep.
but it's perfect.
Yep. I love it. See,
Suspension mount.
I'm gonna get that now because I love that. Look,
Do you
I
know what
wanted to
this
know
is?
what that microphone is. I'm like, I want to review that if it sounds that good. And you're like,
What's
I own
it's
it, but I
the
never
beacon?
saw it.
The beacon microphone.
Yeah.
I bought the a replacement pop filter for it,
Okay.
and then I just kind of altered it to fit this.
Man, the beacon that gets
Yeah.
me agitated. I wanted to love that mic. I bought it. I sent it back.
Did you?
Yeah, it's for PCs, and I have a Mac. So when I
Right.
plugged it in, it was like, it,
Oh man.
yeah, electronic noises. I did a review on it. You could hear it, but for me, it was like it's a no go. So I sent it back. I had it like 2 days, and I'm like, I can't even review this. It's terrible. I just did a review. I like recorded the audio, whatever. It was the quickest video I ever did. So.
Sometimes those are good.
Yep, my wife called me a
Short ones?
knucklehead for waiting so long to wish Chad a happy birthday.
Oh,
Sorry, Chad. My bad. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, you gotta.
there's two. I have
I'm all
two
in.
K669s. Well, I have got the two of the Ds and one C. I have a few other Fifine mics, but they're not. They're at a studio that I did some work at. I leave them there.
Yeah, it makes your voice sound magic, man. It's just pure magic.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cool.
Let's see here. What do we got? Speak of the Truth TV. This is terrible. Face blue, smiling, blue face blue, smiling. Oh, the emojis.
Oh,
Gotcha.
what is it like? Convert them?
I guess I'm not sure. Some
I saw that
phones-
last week. The pink thing that was waving.
Maybe it's an EV Mux thing where you do the emojis and it won't show the emoji.
Right.
Because I see an emoji. Well, Chad's emoji showed up when he
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Or yeah, there's an emoji for back to the retro view.
Yep.
I don't know. What kind of speaking the truth TV? What kind of phone do you have? Is it like a Android Galaxy
Mine?
iPhone? Speaking the truth, where his emoji didn't show up.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
I'm curious to see if that's a phone thing.
Because that happened last week too. I remember it was like pink something on your live last week.
Yeah.
we couldn't-
I'm reading it like, huh?
I was like, what? The pink wavy? Oh,
Yeah, pink
Yeah.
wavy, pink
Samsung A25.
pink wavy. Where? What?
Yeah.
What is it? What did he say? It was a Samsung S25.
A25. Yeah.
A25. Thank you. I can't see that small. I need my reading spectacles. All right. Oh, Colby Duke says he sees dead emojis. All right,
Oh.
Colby. Hey, Colby. Glad to see. That's a buddy of mine. I actually live near here. Thank you, Colby, for joining the live stream. Hey, if you want to win a Tank 3 microphone, you're already been entered. If you don't want to win it, let me know. But anyways, Colby, glad to have you here. Thank you. All right, so K669D with a shock mount and a shock filter. I love it.
Through the Vocaster 2.
And it's already my favorite budget microphone. And
I know.
Now I want to tinker. Lori, I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to spend some more money. I'm just telling
So-
you now.
Speaking of tinkering, that's what I don't have it in there now. I took them out, but I put a extra 2 layers of foam inside the capsule at the very end of the basket.
Yes.
So that when I don't have a pop filter, I still have an extra layer of pop filter in there.
Yeah.
But I've got
Earthworks
'em-
does that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they don't do it inside the microphone itself. But like the Earthworks Ethos I have, I don't know what I did with it. But when you take the pop filter off, they stuffed like 2 extra layers of the like almost like the fishing filters,
Yep.
that thick
Yeah.
braiding stuff. They got that crammed in there too.
Aquarium filter. or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Whatever that stuff is, they got that crammed in there, and I think that's the trick is adding that little extra layer.
Yeah.
Man, it tames down that high end and gives you that richness on the low end.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have here? Back to the retro. You still have to tinker with the tank. I know. I haven't really found a pop filter that makes it look cool though yet. I'm looking. I'm not lying.
I have this one and this
yeah.
one,
Yes.
but this one, because I have a blue light behind me, it looks to me like it's glowing. So I didn't want to do that tonight
That's cool, though.
on you. Yeah.
That's all right. But you got your blue glowing over your right shoulder. That's your right
do.
shoulder back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have matched.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of tinkering, this is not how it comes out of the box.
I know what I'm looking at too.
Yeah, this was from last week.
Yep.
This is, and I'm currently doing my review for it. I got it done, but I wanted to test it out on a live stream to add that into my final thoughts. But this is the Rode Signature Series, the NT1, and tinkering.
Yep.
I mean, I bought. I have. Let me go grab them. I'll be right back. But I had like 4 pop filters I got to try on this thing, so I'll grab them real quick. All right. So this was my tinkering process this week. I got this dead cat filter. Makes it look like, a Russian dude in the middle of winter. Like the soldiers in Wizard of Oz, those hats they wore.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm like, I'm looking on the screen like, no, can't do
no,
that.
that's too much.
So I'm sorry if I'm making.
If you're gonna have that big fluffy thing, it needs to be like pink.
Pink, yeah, there you go. I had an all black one, but I said that looks like the Hawaiian guys,
Yeah.
But it looked like they got burnt, in the sun too long.
They're a little too close to the volcanoes.
Yeah. And then this is what it sounds like with the Rode Pod Mic pop filter on it. And I like the sound of this with the pop filter.
Yeah, that sounds a lot different as soon as you did that.
Yeah, it's real thick. And then, of course, the Rode Pod Mic USB, I popped that on there. And I don't even care what it sounded like. I was just like, ooh, look at that.
It works.
Yeah. And it's got, I think what tames it down a little bit is it's got the plastic ribs around it.
Those little, yeah.
And I think it eliminates some of that high end from coming through. So it kind of brings it down just a little bit, and it looks really cool. But
I knew what I was looking at as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, that's the signature that he just put out, and with the pod mic.
Yeah. And I just wish this was black because it would match everything. Like it got black, red, black, and then silver. Like what is that? And I'm on an island with that one. Like everybody loves that look.
Paint it.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we got some customizing to do, and I'm customizing this one still. Like I can't help it. I got to tinker. Guys. You know me. So Clay, I got some questions for you.
I bet you do.
I do, man. I'll just start with this. Like you have started something with your perspective on where you said you're trying to find your niche and trying to find things. And Colby, I know a good painter. I used to have a painting business, so everybody around here.
Oh yeah, I know a good painter.
Yeah. So every time he needs a painting project done in the house, I step out of retirement for him.
Oh.
So, but you started something with talking about. The fuzzy one looks kind of nice. Talking to roadkill.
See.
All right. But you really started something talking about trying to find your niche, and like we all struggle with that. We all struggle trying to find our niche and how to get started on YouTube. Like how can I get on here? Because I want to be able to people watch me, to get a following, to get the subscribers.
You got to have that.
To have the community. But what can I do with it? Make people want to watch, but yet on top of that, still have fun doing what I want to do, but it still meets a need where it's something they want to watch. And it's hard to do that. And then you feel like once you like something, then it's like, okay, now will the algorithm like me?
Well, everybody else, yeah.
Yeah, because it's what I'm, especially with your content, you're the prime example. Like you have great content. You have like, you give perspective, like all of us guys. We'll just say this: like you've already created some chatter behind the scene. I'm just saying, you're topic conversation between all of us. These last couple of weeks. I mean, I've been talking with Bark obscure mics. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
Bronson from Audio Hotline. We've been back and forth for days. Like it's just back and forth. Your name comes up a lot.
I love it.
Yeah, it's just man. He just seems like a really cool dude, real genuine dude, and everybody just loves watching what you're doing, and I think everybody really loves how you're talking about perspective and putting your life in order. And what I mean by finding what you love and just having fun with it. But what you said, the one thing you said that really hit me was, I keep forgetting his name, the philosopher.
Alan Watts. This
Alan
has
Watts.
stuck in my head for years now. Yep.
Yeah. And Colby, you're gonna love this one because he this is how he lives life. Tell him what you said about the money thing.
So he's got a speech that he did. He actually passed away, I think, in 1973, somewhere around there. Don't fact check me because I'm probably wrong. But he did a speech called "What If Money Was No Object," and ever since I listened to that, I have just been hung up on it. And it basically says that forget about the fact that money is going to be the reward. What would you do if money was no object? If money didn't matter, what would you do? Because that one thing that you would do is what would be the most fulfilling.
Yes.
And that's what I've been talking about is if you follow that thing, you'll get good at it for one. Somebody's going to want to pay you for that eventually because there's somebody out there for everything that we think of. We're not alone. Everybody's going to, you know what I mean? Somebody's going to want to watch that. And if you attain that happiness and the money comes later, even if the money doesn't come, you attained happiness and you don't care. You're happy. That's been stuck in because I drove truck for a long time, just under 30 years. Believe it or not, I started when I was a kid and I didn't want to do it. I was good at it, but it's not what I wanted to do. And now that I'm approaching 50, I'm like, okay, I need to start doing the things that I really want to do.
Yes.
And just keep pushing those things. So that's what I'm doing.
That's what put in perspective for me and kind of confirmed the podcast thing. Like I was making videos and I've been talking to Bark quite a bit. Just like, all right, I've now got to 1,000 subs, and this was months ago. And now I've got this membership thing, but I like, why would I ask people to pay for this? Like, I just don't have no.
You know what?
People aren't going to want to pay for this. And then but that's what I want to do. So it's like, do I do it and fall flat or not? But I've always wanted to be like growing up as a kid, I wanted to be a talk show host. I wanted, and a radio talk show host. I didn't want to be seen. I wanted to be heard. Didn't want to be seen. You know, this is the kind of show I want to do. But I got scared. My anxiety kicked in when I was in college. I'm like, I got to do all this video stuff too. And I got to stand it. Like, I just want to go behind. I just want to be on the radio, guys. And I didn't want to go through that gauntlet. And I chickened out and I've been running from it. And then getting back into YouTube, it was like, all right, it was painfully cringy, painful to be in front of a camera. And then we were talking about the editing.
Yeah.
Spending 10 hours looking at yourself.
Oh, especially when you're editing your own stuff.
Yes.
Oh my.
It's brutal.
But you know what?
That's a mind job right there.
Yeah, but I've actually gotten, and I don't want it to sound conceited, but I've gotten to the point where I don't mind listening to myself and I don't mind seeing myself anymore. In the beginning, I hated it.
Yeah, you're numb to it.
Yes, yes.
And that's how I am now. It's like, it is what it is, and I just, whatever. But in the beginning, it's like, I just couldn't do it. And
it was like, oh, I look bad. I look stupid. I sound bad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Who wants, this is embarrassing. This is when I'm going to step down, Yeah. And so I've always wanted to get to this, what we're doing right now. But it's like, no one's going to want to watch this. If I start now with 400 subscribers, one person may tune in, an audience of one. So I just never did it. Because no one would watch it or there was no money in it. Like, I had all the reasons to not do it. But listening to you, and when we were talking and I jumped into that first podcast and you said that, it was like, and then week after week, like the comments are growing, the people that are watching are growing. It's like, it blows my mind. And it's very rewarding and fulfilling to be here because I asked myself the question, if money was no object, if I don't have to worry about the button, the 100,000 subscriber button, and I'm not trying to make that income.
What would
I be doing? What would I be doing? If I was going to get, no matter what, if someone told me, all right, you could do this or you could do this, and they're going to watch you equally, and you're going to get to your goals equally, what would you spend your time doing? I would rather be doing this right here, the live stream.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One-on-one.
And the one-on-one thing, there's conversation is a lot easier this way.
Yes.
I mean, that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up was a lot of my stuff is not scripted. I don't write this stuff down. I just sit here. I have an idea, and then I get home at night and I go, "Ooh, I'm going to record this tonight," and I just sit down and start doing it. That's it.
I can't. I've tried reading from a script. I can't. I
No,
spend too
because
much
it sounds
time
like this,
thinking.
and you're
Yeah.
going over here, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It doesn't work.
Some people have the gift to read from a script and you never know it. Like Dark Corners Studio, like he reads from a script, but I don't feel like he's reading from a script. When I read from a script, it's like, and the K669D is went to the, I can't do
All of
it.
a sudden, you don't know how to read.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, and sometimes I'll sit here and draw blanks, or I'll start talking, and 5-10 minutes into it, I run dry, and I'm like, oh,
Yep.
So I can't do a fluent, but sitting here talking with somebody with things, energy bouncing back and forth. Oh man, I could do this all night.
Yeah.
This is my thing. Like,
And it recharges me.
yeah,
Like now I get more excited to do the videos because we talked about this last week. Like it's easy, and Bronson and I were talking about this a lot this past week. I think I think we need to charge each other our therapy session hours. As much as
who
but
Bronson?
Bronson from
Oh
Audio
yeah, yeah,
Hotline,
yeah, yeah.
it's like, man, the burnout. It's such a big thing because we do this and we get people send us stuff, and sometimes we get our own stuff, but it's methodical, and
Yeah.
it's hard to not fall into that cookie cutter.
And it gets redundant.
Yeah, very redundant. And it's like, man, where's the life in this? So this like is just a change of pace, and I wasn't ready to take the leap. Bark from Monsieur Mike's like, dude, just start a podcast
Just do it.
and just get into the community, and it will grow. And then what you said, I'm like, all right, I'm going to start doing what I would do, what I want to do, and not worry about the views and not worry about the money, because like you said, eventually it'll come. You do
Yeah.
enough of it.
If you get into something now, it's like I said, I have another channel that has like just under 1,200 subscribers, but that was not any effort of mine. I did put videos, I put some effort into it, but it kind of got that way off of one vlog that I made like 7 years ago, or 10 years ago. That vlog has like 200 and something thousand views, and that's what boosted that channel. This channel's fairly new, and it's going slow. But there's no other way to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got to go through the slow. I've got to go through the, well, I don't know if this was right. I don't know if this is what people are going to like.
Yeah, YouTube's not going to help you. And this is not. My wife said, "Man, you sound like you're really bashing YouTube. You need to chill." I'm like, "No, I'm not bashing YouTube. YouTube is doing what YouTube needs to be doing. They're looking out for themselves. It's their
Yeah.
business. It's got to
Yep.
be a success model." And because there are like 149 million channel members or something like, it's crazy. The number 400 million. I don't know what it is, but it's crazy how many people have a YouTube channel. If they put the same amount of effort into all of them, they would go under. And then
Right.
when you look at, like, they did something where, again, when the people who reach 1,000 subs, you're in the top 8% of all YouTube channels. Like, so if only 8% are willing to stick it out for a year doing what needs to be done to have a YouTube channel, then we'll help you get to that. Show us that you're in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
And then we'll do something. But in the meantime, you gotta. This isn't about you getting to 100,000 subs or whatever. But and it's not even a year. It's whenever you get to 1,000 subs. Some people do it in a week. Some people do it whatever. And
Right.
yeah, and for some of us, it's a little slower. It's slower trucking. But what I found and what you've kind of showed me and kind of given me some hope is, and I've seen it with your channel too, is YouTube won't help you till you really get to 1,000 subscribers. You're on your own, but we can help each other and don't need YouTube's
Exactly.
help. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, the thing that you did for me, which I'll forever be grateful for, is what kind of started getting me a little more steam. It got more people looking at me, and it gave me more steam. It just kind of gave me that energy. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that was because of networking like this. And I mean, I've been watching you. I've been watching Bark. I've been watching Bronson for a while, a long while, and you guys just all kind of became my idols. So I'm always like liking everything, and I'm like, yeah. Never really put a whole lot of thought into sharing stuff until I saw you do it, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I should do that too.
That's what it's like. We are solely dependent on YouTube to push our videos in the algorithm. I'm like, we have this tab on all our channels that says community.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and they have it for different, like stuff you get to post for your
Shout
community. And I'm
outs
sitting
and
there just looking at it. I'm like, we're the community.
yeah.
So if we all have our followers, we can decide who gets to see. We have a say in who gets to know it. Like Clay Alan Chronicles, great channel, great stuff. Well, you know what? If YouTube ain't gonna push it, then I will. And it
Right.
worked just the same. Like
It did.
so it's like to me, that's what my community tab is now. When I find content and podcasts and stuff, I'm gonna step in for YouTube. Like, okay, you're slow on the roll here. This like Clay's got some great stuff, some jamming stuff that'll really make you stop, pause, and think about your life and what you're wasting your time on,
Yeah.
and what you should be spending your time on in life.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, people need to see that. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's work, whether it's life goals, things like
Whatever
that.
it is that makes you
Yeah.
tick, do
Yeah.
that because we only get this one shot.
Yeah.
And once this is over, that's it. If you didn't do the things that you wanted to do, well, shame on you. There's nobody to blame but yourself.
But you just got that presence. You've got a presence when you speak. And I'm going to say this, and Lori, don't yell at me. I'm bringing you out. I watch a lot of channels, and she's like, I can't listen to this. Turn that down. Turn that down. And there was one morning I woke up and I caught your podcast in the morning. It was like a 15-minute video. I forgot what it was. It was your reaction video to my video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I just had it on and I was listening to it. And then I walk away and she's like, hey, I'm listening to that. I'm sorry.
I
Put
thought
the
you
phone
didn't know.
down.
Yeah.
So I set the phone down and I'm like, well, I got to go to get in the shower. Got to go get ready for work to go into the church. So she's like, so I left her the phone and she was listening to it by herself. I'm like, see, he's got a presence. You can't not help
Yeah. Well,
but watch this stuff.
And you know what's funny is I never knew that. I never knew that until you're going to laugh. I have a tendency I fully use technology at work. I take pictures of stuff. If people need things explained, I make a video to explain to you how to do it. I make training videos at my work. I'm actually flying out to South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Sunday morning to go to do some more training videos at a brewing company in Columbia.
Wow.
But I send voice messages to one of the brokers that we use, and he's got a little baby. And he told me one time, he says, man, you need to send me more of those voice memos. And I was like, why? And he goes, just listening to your voice. I was holding the baby there. I was feeding her. And I fell asleep. I felt so comfortable.
Yeah.
And he didn't mean, he's like, I didn't mean that you were so boring that I fell asleep. He's like, it was soothing. And I was like, well, maybe I should start doing something with that.
Yeah. That kind of helped with me. Like when Earthworks, Mike, the executive vice president from Earthworks, called me after I made that one video promo on their mics, and I posted it. And he called me that night, and he was saying like, I have a short attention span, but Nick, the marketing guy, sent this to me, the CEO. He's like sending it to all the bigwigs to watch, and he says, I've watched it 6 times in a row. He said, I already know what you're going to say, but to sit there, I just love the way you present it. I was like, okay, I need to start doing more of this.
Yeah, you do.
And he, like you said it, he said it, Bark was saying, I'm like, all right, I got to start listening. So,
yeah.
All right, let's catch up on some comments real quick before I move on. We've got a whole bunch here. Back to the Retro Review says, I have been doing retro movie reviews and recently started doing tech reviews. It has really lit the fire back up to record. Yeah. It's good stuff too.
I feel really bad. I'm going to say this, and this is getting back to me being real, authentic.
Uh-huh.
I forgot his name, but he had me on a different show on a different channel a couple weeks ago. He had me on a podcast.
Tell everybody your name back to the Retro Review.
Please say your name.
Yes, please.
And I was on a show with him, and I forgot his name.
I'm supposed to be on a show with it. We were going to do a show. He asked me to come on the Mod Squad podcast.
That's what I went on, yeah.
Yeah, and he asked me to come on. I was like, yeah, absolutely. But he was feeling under the weather, and I hope those prayers came through that you're feeling better there. But, yeah. Okay, so what else we got? Speaking the Truth TV makes you feel like robot reading a script. Yeah, we're talking about the teleprompter. That's one thing I'm happy about, like the prompter from Elgato that just come out. I don't feel like I'm missing out because I don't think I would use it that much.
Right.
Maybe for the thing where it says like the monitor now allows you to see the screen. Cool. Yeah. Back to the retro set. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years and almost at 1,000 subs. When you get there, it's awesome. It's like It's an awesome thing. And man, if you get to 1,000, I don't care how long it took you. That is a major, major thing because you did it all on your own. You can't say
Yep.
anybody helped you. That was you making good content because YouTube didn't do anything. And if other people are sharing your stuff, they're sharing your stuff because you made good content. So again,
Yeah.
you did it all on your own. So yeah, man, we're almost there. Colin 2K, what mic is Clay using? Sounds great. Clay?
Yeah, it's the Fifine K669D, and I'm using it through the Vocaster 2.
Yeah.
You'll notice some of my videos on my channel are with the Shure MVX2U. Yep, that one right there.
We're both using the Vocaster too.
Oh yeah,
I love
it. That thing sounds so good.
I have a Rodecaster Duo right here. I just love this. It's so easy to use.
Easy, yeah.
Sounds so amazing. So it's like when it's time to do a live stream, we're going. We're going. What do you want? All right, my daughter wants to come say hi in the live
She
stream.
can come say hi.
She is my YouTube short advisor.
No,
Yes,
yeah,
she's
it's your advisor.
She makes YouTube shorts like crazy.
That's your 10-year-old.
Yes, that's my 10-year-old with the gaming setup we're trying to hook up.
Mine is, I think she's upstairs right now.
Is she?
Yeah.
All right, Maddie.
I drew that.
Good job. Good job. All right. So, all right. Let's see here. What else we got? It helps that Clay has a very welcoming voice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like you need to start. I told my wife the other day, and she was asleep. I looked over. I was like talking to her. She was already out.
When she's sleeping.
But I was watching your video, and I looked over. I was like, man, he needs to do like audio Bible stuff. Like if he was reading the Bible at, like if you're on a thing,
Everybody'd listen.
yeah, audiobooks for whatever it is.
I'm thinking about it. I want to have the right mic. I want to make sure I use the right mic, and I don't know. Is this it?
Oh, it could be this K669D. I think sounds great. I love your voice on that mic so much so that I knew you had a K669D. I didn't see it. Like it sounds too good. That sounds so deep.
Does it sound any different?
Yeah, now it's a little thinner.
A little thinner, so it's better. It's better.
Oh yeah, much better. Gives it that thicker, warmer.
I like the
sound
color
to it.
too. So
yeah, purple. If you haven't noticed, I like the purple.
Purple and blue.
Purple, blue, and black. Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
All right, what we got?
Oh yeah, the whole the Canva thing.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Good evening, Mike at Level Up with Mike Newman, live stream consultants. Thank you. You are also entered into the drawing for the K669D live stream consultants. If you could just let me know that if you're in the U.S. before we do our drawing tonight, because you are a member, so you have more than one entry tonight. Back to Kevin. Kevin, thank you. I would know it
Kevin,
if I went
yes.
if I went on my phone right here, I'd look.
Kevin!
Yeah, Kevin! Yeah. Kevin! Best movie ever.
Yes, yes.
All right, back to the retro review. I'm feeling a bit better. Sore throat, though. Thank you very much for the well wishes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get caught up here. Level Up with Mike Newman. I have 3 of the fine K669Ds. I remember that now because of your review on it. Hey, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, can't go wrong with that microphone. It blows my mind. It was on sale this week.
I know.
For
was
30, it? Yeah, for $31.
Oh my God, man.
You cannot. I'm telling you, this thing. Where is it? Where is it?
What do you need?
The K669D, right there on that shelf.
This thing?
Here.
Yep, that's it. She even knows which one it is.
I can help you.
Yeah.
That's right.
This ugly looking thing?
This is not ugly. Be gone.
Oh no, that's a nice.
But this microphone right here is built. I mean, it is built like the Rode Pod mic. It is built like the Rode US. I mean, this thing is. If they came out with this and said $80, I would pay $80 and not feel like I lost any money.
After hearing it, guaranteed I'd spend that much money on it.
Yes, absolutely. So
it is well under what it's worth.
yeah, and $30, my gosh.
Yeah.
And that's a great microphone for podcasts for people doing multiple setups because man, that is a great sounding mic, great build quality, and you're spending $37 a piece for less than $100. You're getting that. So
Yeah.
Colby knows Maddie.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
His daughter and my daughter are great friends.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. There's Colby. Yep. And Camden. All right. So, hey, Maddie, there you go. All right. Okay. Now go downstairs and get mom's
She's
entries.
like, no.
I tell you, you got your own channel.
Yeah, but you won't let me go go live on it.
All right. Anyway. All right. Okay, live stream consultants back up. Level up with Mike Newman. I have 3. Oh, we already read that. All right. Camden likes your headphones, Maddie.
Oh yeah, because we're both a fan
The
of
Stitch. The Stitch headphones.
Yeah, we're both a fan of Stitch.
I actually use those.
The Stitch ones.
Only when he's gay.
Every now, let me see it, Maddie. They come home the other day, and I had nothing to do. I had nothing to do for like an hour, so I was like, I got a PlayStation right here. I turned on Madden, and I didn't have any headphones anywhere. What are you listening to? All right.
Songs keep playing.
So yeah, they come home, and there I was.
With those on. That's great. So I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see a video with those now.
I'm gonna have to do a review on the Stitch headphones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bought them. She's a Stitch.
That's
slappy.
great.
All right. What else we got? Camden would like to clarify that she likes Madison's headphones. Yep.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Thanks, Camden. Live stream consultants. I'm in southern New Mexico. Okay, good.
Oh, nice.
Lori, we're good. Keep them in there. Keep them in the bucket. Mount it up, Mike, and rock it right now. Oh man, I should. Maddie, hand me the Fafine K669D.
Oh, there you go.
We're gonna plug. Nope, the one you just handed me earlier.
Oh, the ugly.
The ugly microphone. Get somewhere.
No, the best microphone is my purple
He's
one.
like, get somewhere.
You want me to go get that one?
All right, let's see here. What else we got? Can we get a level up review of the Stitch headphones? Colby's
See?
with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should.
We should. I'll let you review it. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'll edit it my own.
What could possibly go wrong?
CapCut is the best editing app that exists for me.
Chad, if you're watching this, don't you use CapCut for your editing?
CapCut, not CapCut.
CapCut.
It's CapCut.
I think he told me he uses CapCut for his editing.
That's what my daughter uses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put her on a paid subscription for that like a couple of years ago.
It sucks.
All right. Let's plug this in, and we'll do a quick switch over. Man, I got this. I got the Rode like 18-foot cable right here. It's just
He's
crazy.
gonna lasso some cows, man.
I'm telling you, when you get
Weird.
done with the live stream, it is a death trap in a studio when you're done.
Yeah.
All right, let me make sure I'm dialed in here. All right, 48 volt turned off. Radio on. All right, here we go. We're gonna switch over. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Oh my God, that sounds good.
160. $37.
Dude, it sounds better.
I know. It makes you sad.
It's
Makes
so
you cry.
It's so crazy.
It makes you cry. And this is a professional entry-level voiceover microphone. Let me switch back real quick. Now, this sounds good when you're up close without the pop filter on it. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, but it's like in your face, and I
Don't
can't stand
say
it.
And it doesn't sound bad.
No. But
Used to say.
That just
then you
sounds,
get on this one.
You want to know what he used to say? He used to say, Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. Who puts pineapple on his pizza?
Well, while you're here, on a girl's voice.
What?
On a girl's voice. Say it.
What?
Peter Piper.
No. How much would a woodchuck check? Woodchuck would?
Okay. But then if you put the Shure SM7B, I'm talking in the wrong mic. Shure
trying to put
SM7B
the
pop
feature
filter
on.
on it.
the big one. Yep.
Yeah.
Best hat ever.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
It just sounds good, man.
Oh my gosh. All right, go help mom out. Mom needs help.
What does she need help with?
Go help mom out. I tell you, kids. Can I have 5 more? Go ahead.
What does she need help with?
All right. So yeah, Fafine K669D.
What does she need help with?
We got this. All right. Okay. What else we got?
Lebanon, Tennessee.
Oh, I forgot to say that. Lebanon, Tennessee. All right, so he's in.
I'm trying to remember where
Open
Lebanon
shot.
is.
He uses open shot. Okay.
Open shot.
Chad uses open shot because he told me to check that out. So
You know what was my favorite before I got into like serious? Like I use Final Cut Pro. LumaFusion.
LumaFusion.
I used LumaFusion on my iPad, and that was amazing. Like it was amazing. It was a paid one. I paid once. It was like $30. but it was real. I still use it. I still have it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. What else we got here?
Bye.
Let her do it, and and we'll watch the review here on your channel.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you do the Stitch headphone review.
Oh, these?
Yeah, we'll let you do it later. All right. Let's see here. What else we got? All right. YouTube question: are shorts worth it?
Wait.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts, they've gotten me a lot of attention over the last few weeks.
I feel like when I watch shorts, my brain melts and I get frustrated.
The problem with shorts is this, and I agree with you because we talked. Well, you talked, and then I rebutted. We don't retain those.
Yes.
We retain the long form. Mm-hmm. But I've had so many, like all those shorts that I've been putting out. They're just, I mean, it's a lot of views for me. The views that those are getting are a lot for me.
Yeah. Are they? Yeah. Well, yeah, but your shorts are. Here's why. You're the reason why shorts should work, because you have the hook, and then you wrap it up and you bring the point home. Like when I'm done watching your view, I felt like I saw the headline, clicked it, and you answered the question. What frustrates me, like today, I ended up watching shorts because it was a cool thumbnail, clicked on it, and it was a guy who was pulling something out of the water. He's like, oh my gosh, it's something awesome. And it was a rope tied to a cinder block. And he's like, oh, I wonder what's at the other end. He starts pulling it, and the video short ends before you see what comes out of the water.
Oh, I see those all the time.
Yeah, and then there was another one, like right after that was a cop chasing somebody. Like these people pull over because the cops threw one of those strips out on the road.
Yeah.
And they never show the car. They stop. So it's like, and you're like, oh man, all right, well, I'll watch this one. Maybe this one will be all right. So then I watch that one. And it's like, before you know, it's been 20 minutes and you haven't seen a conclusion to a single video.
You really saw nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of teases and no finishes.
nothing, yeah.
And it was like, I'm done. And then I get so mad that I just spend an hour or half an hour watching it. So for me, making YouTube shorts, here's where I find shorts helpful for me. I think shorts are good for getting you subscribers. Like if you do it right, if you present something and you finish it and you make the person who watched it feel like they got something out of it, and they have the question's been answered, because you want someone to click on it and you're presenting a question, or why is he saying this? Why did he do this? Answer the why. If you do that, it's going to be great. And so when I did a stretch where I did shorts for a while, and I was getting huge jumps in subscribers. Now my views weren't there, and as far as pay, like I got paid 1 cent this month from YouTube for my shorts. 1 penny, point one of a penny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like you've got to do like 10 million views in order to make money on the short. So what I say is, to wrap up your question, are they worth it? Don't make shorts for the money. Make the shorts for the subscribers. Like that's a good way to build up your subscribers quickly.
A funnel.
Yes.
It's going to direct them to.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I'm doing them.
Yeah. So and that's why I did it, and I need to get back to it. Like this last 2 months, my views are up. Like I got the thing from YouTube. You broke a record for views, and then yet it says subscribers below normal. Like, so what is it?
Yeah.
But
you know what? Though, I think it's awareness, man. That's why I've been saying this stuff a lot. Is a lot of people don't realize how important it is to do all these steps, like the video, subscribe, making comments. When they put comments, that does things with the algorithm.
Yes,
because now they're seeing
I've stunk
engagement.
at that.
Yeah,
I have really, and I pulled back from that. I keep forgetting to add. I usually would say, all right, in the beginning, I wait about 3 minutes. Because usually people who aren't interested in the channel, they're not going to stick to 3 minutes.
Right.
So you don't, if they've made it 3 minutes, then it's like, all right, at 3 minute mark, hey, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, hit a like button if you want to, if this is something you really enjoy and you don't want to miss out on future videos. And then I would always do it at the end, but I stopped doing the one in the beginning. And my subscriber count, there was a while I was averaging, I don't want to throw numbers out or anything, but I was averaging. There was a stretch where I was averaging, as I was growing, 100 subscribers a month.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then it went down to 60 a month. And I was like, what did I do different? So I started I went back and I was like, all those videos had the don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button within the first 3 minutes.
Okay.
And that was the only thing I was doing different. So what I'm going to do now is my next video will be the first one I've done in like 4 months where I've added the don't forget to subscribe in the beginning.
I got to do that because now that you mentioned that, when I see that, when somebody does it in the beginning, that's the first thing I do. As soon as they say it, I go, oh yeah, I better do it because if I don't, I'm going to forget.
Yes. And when I first started out, I was getting like 40 subscribers a month. And then I started doing that. I watched a vidIQ video where it says, wait till the 3-minute mark to do it. Don't do it too soon because it might, like, well, you haven't earned my subscribe yet. You haven't earned it yet.
Yeah.
So you wait till the 3-minute mark. By that time, they're either hooked or they're not. But yeah, that is something I haven't done. And it's like, okay, I get it. That's what I meant to do. So I jumped up a little bit. Where we leave off? Shorts are worth it. Okay. Live stream consultants. Oh, now that is just way better than the red thing hanging from the boom arm. This is so depressing.
Push it out of the way.
So depressing.
You see why I'm like, I've been watching everybody's, Dave Soltura did the Fifine, the tank. Everybody that's done the tank. I want to get it, man. I want to get it, but I'm like, I don't know. This sounds so good.
I know.
You
It's got a healthy bottom end on it.
Yeah.
And it just has that professional sound to it.
Yep.
And it's not cheaply made.
No.
It feels like the Rode Pod mic was like it's $100, but it's built insane.
Right.
This is built like the Rode Pod mic. I don't know how Fifine did it, and I think they almost hurt themselves because now it's like every microphone you make after this one.
Yeah. Is it going to live up to it?
They brought out a microphone for $64. It's like that's $64. This is $37. Why would I buy that?
I'd just go buy another one of these.
Yes, I'd rather buy 2 of these for that one. Oh, it's got RGB lights on it.
Woo, yeah, I got RGB.
Yeah, so it's
right
like
there.
I think Fifine made it really hard. They set the bar so high.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the Behringer XM8500 handheld mic. That's a 25. Someone just sent me a text off camera about the bottom end comment. I won't say who.
Tell where it went. Yeah.
He's like, anyway.
Healthy bottom end.
Yeah. So I lost my train of thought. I really did. You messed me up. Thanks, Colby.
Yeah.
I outed you. Thanks, Colby. But it was. I really did forget what I was saying.
Fifine the tank. Anything better?
They've set the bar so high, and with it, like the XM8500 was a $25
the Behringer,
handheld.
that's what it was. Yeah.
It's a $25 handheld mic that is a clone of the SM58 at $100, and that was always widely considered to be the unicorn of if you're getting into that was what this is now. If you're getting into live stream and you want to use an XLR microphone for $25, you can really hit the ground running with that. The Fifine tank or the Fifine 669D has now become the XM8500 for me.
Right.
It has a studio look to it.
It's just a good microphone.
Yes, it's amazing.
For such a
love it.
Dirt cheap thing, man.
And it makes me mad now.
This is what I want to buy more of because when I start, I want to dabble in interviewing like local businesses, just stuff for around here locally. I want to buy more of these so I can set them up with them.
Yes.
If I'm going to do a remote with somebody else, I can go here. Yeah. Here's my $37 microphone. You can set this up and you'll sound great.
And I'm not kidding. If I were to expand and do an in-person podcast with more than one person, I would be using these.
Yeah.
They're small. Like you can fit these, like you can fit this in the pocket when it's unplugged, in the pocket of a backpack, like the water bottle packet.
Yeah, you can fit 2 of them in the water bottle packet.
Yeah, on the outside of the case, and it still won't break. Like whatever you hit, you'll break. You know, if you tap the glass or hit a glass door, you're going to break the glass door before you damage the microphone. So this is my go-to. And I keep trying to use these other microphones, get all excited about it. It's just like everybody loves this one more.
It's crazy.
I have the K688. Do you think the K6X9D is better for voiceover purposes? I do. The K688 is great for spoken word, but out of the box, it's really bad with plosives. You got to do some customization. I did a video where I did some stuff to it to help with the plosives and things like that. So you'd still, if you bought the K688 at like $70, you'd have to buy a Shure SM7B pop filter like Clay's got right there. They're like $9 on Amazon, but it gives you a little more space between the end of the microphone because the capsule goes right up to the end of the mic. So there's no space between the capsule and your mouth. So when you're speaking at it, you're like literally this close, and plosives are going to be poop, poop. You can't get away from that. So the pop filter they put on it is right up against that capsule. There's no space, and it's super thin. So you got to get the Shure SM7B replacement pop filter because at least that gives you like a 1 inch to I think 3/4 of an inch gap.
Yeah, those ones have a little bit of a I don't know. It's probably a 3/4 inch, if not an inch.
Yeah.
In the end of it there.
So if you like the K669 or if you like the K688 and you do want to use it for voiceovers, I would recommend getting this SM7B pop filter to go with it. It's got a serious amount of material at the end here, and it starts out thin and it gets bigger as it goes, as you get closer to the tip of it. So to me, if you're going to do voiceovers, that's how I would set it up with that. But you're probably not, a lot of people don't like the look of the big SM7B pop
which is
filters.
why this is on here, because this blue one that I just picked it up the other day, but it's one of those, you can see how thick that is.
Yeah.
I love that red one.
So the K688, I went and got a red SM7B pop filter on it, and you can see like when I push in how much space you got in there, like.
Right.
But the K688 pop filter goes right to the end right there, so there's no forgiveness.
Right on it, yeah.
So if you want to use it for voiceovers, get a different pop filter. Shock mount, if for voiceovers, usually with voiceovers, you got it like mounted above your head, so you have room to look at your paper, look down, things like that. You don't have to worry about the handling noise and anything like that. So, yeah. So, but to me, honestly, save your money. Get yourself a K669D with this pop filter on it, and your voiceovers are going to sound golden.
Sound great.
Until you get going. Because like I said,
get some nice ones.
This here, again, K669D. This is the Rode Signature Series. This is considered a professional voiceover microphone. Entry level, like the NT1 5th generation, is this exact microphone, but it has USB-C to it as well. That's $260, and this is widely considered the voiceover microphone that everybody loves to use. But again, this is $169. $37.
God.
Save your money. Save your
I
money.
can't believe it. Yeah.
K669D, Shure SM, and if you get the authentic Shure SM7B pop filter, it's $20 on Amazon. So even then, you're at $57. $57 compared to $169 for the entry-level professional voiceover microphone.
Yep.
The shorts here. Shorts have their place to get quick reviews, but they have a short shelf life. It's
correct. Yep.
It's, to me, it's all about a way to help your subscriber count grow quicker. People will subscribe to that more than anything. Chad's Adventures, for example, no one will do a search for a short a year from now, but long form they will. Yeah. I find myself going back to Tom Buck's old videos, Bronson's videos from Audio Hotline on microphones and videos that he did a year ago, because they stick with me. I remember it, and I want to go watch it again if I want a refreshing take on some gear and stuff like that. Shorts, I can't even tell you what I watched yesterday, other than the ones that made me want to throw my phone through the window. So how did it end? What was on the end of the rope? I can't. No, don't leave me here. So, live stream consultants at Colin2K, they are just a little different due to the K669B all metal. It has a different resonance than the K688. The K688, you need to be a little closer to it. It's a bit sensitive to handling noise. It's very sensitive to handling noise. It is. But I mean, I'm handling the K6. I'm not like Clay's got his mounted. I've been holding mine and using it. And the only time you hear it is when I actually accidentally grab the cable and bat it.
Yep.
But when I'm just doing this, I mean, it's so quiet. It's so quiet. So it's a big difference. K699, K688, everything is just like, even though you hear the handling noise, it's dull and it's dim. The K6, it's like a popping sound, tapping sound. It's right in your face. Chad, I meant to say shorts will get quick views, not reviews. Yeah, we knew
Right,
what you
yeah.
said.
Yeah,
We
we knew
were
what
with
you
you.
meant. We knew what you
Yeah.
meant, man.
James, we're gonna try and catch up on these guys. I got some questions I want to ask you. I wrote these down a week ago, and it's the personal stuff behind the scenes, get to know Clay questions. All right, the nitty gritty ones.
The
James Cafe
nitty-gritty.
said, "Does the Mayano PD200X or 400X stand a chance against Fafine?" I like the 400X better. I loved the PD200X. In fact, in my review, I gave it a 10 out of 10 because it was so much different than everything else at the time. At the time it came out, like the Mayano PD100, they all had the V-shape EQ. So everything was kind of chasing that deep, high highs, high lows, and no mids in the middle. And then they
Right.
brought out the PD200X was mid forward. So it had such a different sound, and it hit me different. So I loved it. But now, a year gone by, I don't know. It's kind of turned me off on it. The 400X is crystal clear. It's crisp. It's concise. My
That sounds good. The 400X sounds
Yeah.
good.
My son uses it. Like he had the K688D or K688 in his gaming setup downstairs. He's 20 years old. And he came up here and swapped it out with the PD400X. And he was using all my mics. He's like, he went to Dad's R Us for microphones to try something different. And he was going down to his gaming buddies, and they all like the PD400X over, what did I give him? The MV7, the Shure MV7. He tested out the
Yep.
D80 V07U, the PD200X, the Fafine K6690. They all said the 400X. And that's what he went with because that's what they like. But to me, this is better. But anyway, I digress. PD200X is my favorite. I still love it.
It sounds good.
I don't hate it. It's not a 10 for me anymore, but to me, it's like an 8.5 to a 9 just because it sounds good out of the box and you get that companion app with it. For people who don't know anything about EQ, it allows you to get in there for USB mode and change the sound of your microphone. I know it's not as good as the other ones, but for someone who's just jumping in, it's just fine.
And you know what's funny is the companion app for Mayano is very, very similar to the Shure companion.
I know. Isn't that
Have you
something?
noticed?
And a lot of people hate the Mayano app, but I'm like, it's like the Shure one.
Just
So
like
do you
the
hate
Shure
the Shure
one.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar. A little espionage going on in that one too. My opinion, the PD200X is not good in USB mode. I got the Blue Snowball to sound better than the PD200X. Yeah, Chad was one of them. Like in the XLR mode, I love it. USB mode, I was indifferent about it. Chad actually had it and used it, and I was with him. Like for me, a USB microphone, the Blue Snowball Ice is like the K6X9D of those microphones. So, man, we're almost there. We're almost there. Livestream consultants, I have the K688 for my granddaughter, and it works really well on her voice, and she tends to eat the mic. Has a high softer.
Right on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to blow anybody's eardrums out.
Nah.
All right, Clay Allen, that is exactly what I did. I have a big bag. I have a bag with a battery-powered 2 input mixer in it with 2 K690s for 2
going,
person.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because they're cheap, they're small. Yeah. I don't want to say they're light because they're actually really heavy for how small they are.
Yes.
But they're packable. They're transportable. Very simple.
Yeah.
And they sound good.
And Livestream Consultant says the Rode sounds muffled, and that might be the pop filter. Let me go back just for a second. This is the Rode Signature Series 1 with no pop filter on it. So, Livestream Consultants, what do you think? Does it still sound muffled and thin compared to the K699D? Can you do that?
669.
I'll tell you what, if you could tie your shoes after doing a review sometimes, it's a miracle.
Oh, God, yeah.
So, there we go. That was that one. I have the Samson Q2U. Good budget microphone. Is that my doing that?
What?
I hear like a sound filter popping in and cutting out the background. Not sure what that is.
Yeah,
Do you hear anything?
No.
Oh, must be just my headphones. All right. would you suggest the Fifine or Maono audio mixers on a budget? Fifine. Please save your money. Maono was the only reviews that I've done where I literally, when I was doing the Maono audio interface, the AM2 and the Neo, whatever it is,
Yeah.
I did about 10 seconds. I took my headphones off and threw my headphones. It's
That good.
It was bad. Like when you're talking into it, it has a reverb in it, and it's the sound card. So it gives you guys great audio, but for me, I hear reverb because
Oh,
the
man.
latency is so bad. It's a reverb. So for me, I say Fifine because it's zero latency, at least for the SC1. The SC3 has a tiny bit of latency, but I don't notice it. Bark from Obscure Mike said he noticed it on his, but I don't know if it's a computer thing or what he's using.
Yeah, you
But
can't talk when it's doing that.
Yeah, but for me, I've never noticed the latency on the SC3, but some have. So maybe it's a computer thing. It works better with some computers than others. But I would Fifine for me, no doubt, hands down. Hello, great show, guys. Both sound great. Thank you. Thank you.
I have, I think he's way down here chiming in. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's my partner.
All right, here we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, we're gonna speed this up. Clay, you need a beam of light on that disco ball.
I do.
I know.
Do you know what that is, man?
What?
I walked into my daughter wanted to go to Five Below. You know how they have those wheelbarrows of
Yeah.
junk in the front? I walked in and saw a whole wheelbarrow full of those, and I said, "That's got to go in my setup."
It's a budget man's Walmart. I mean, Walmart. But you go in there for like batteries, you come out with $300 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Five Below, you go in there for like, I'm just gonna get
Right.
a new screen protector.
You don't even got to want anything, and you go in here and you come out with stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely got to do that. All right, you both sound great. Boneyard Jeep.
So Boneyard is that is my partner that I do a podcast with called Silent 8.
Silent 8. So there you go, guys. Silent 8. Check it out, please.
Yep, it is on YouTube and it is on Spotify, but we haven't. We've got to get back to it.
What was your topic? What was your theme? So to speak? Just talking everyday stuff.
Yeah. So
Hey,
we haven't nailed it down. So
like I said though, with your presence and your voice, you could be talking about how to properly put trash cans out in front of your house in front of Christmas. I'd watch the show.
Yeah.
I'd listen to that.
yeah.
Hello, Clay.
Yeah.
There you go.
This guy's got kind of the same thing going. He doesn't think so, but I know so. When he talks, it's like ooh,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, just gotta trust it. The mic that Clay is talking into seems to have a nice soothing sound. Might be his voice. I think it has more to do with his voice. Yeah. I mean, the Fine is good, but man, my voice, like I listened to your voice on yours, and your voice is so good on that mic. I didn't think it was the K669D.
Yeah,
listening to it.
you didn't. You were like, "What mic are you using?" I'm
It
like,
sounded deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you what my settings are on the hub.
Yeah. What are you using? Are you using the radio or the warm?
I'm using the clean.
Clean? Oh,
And
I
then
wouldn't have guessed that. Clean
and
is
then
more mid forward.
And then I go into clean and I just bump up the bass a little.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Live stream consultants. Back to the retro review. I have Behringer, Yamaha, PV, and a $25 cheapie. For one mic, and I use the Behringer Xenix 302 USB. For more that I use the 4-input Behringer then the PV. Yeah, my first mixer was the Q802 USB mixer. Loved it.
Right.
I love the knobs. I'd rather have knobs than faders. I'm just old school. I used to have for those you don't know, I used to be a radio DJ in high school for our high school radio station. And so I just love that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Oh, got in a lot of trouble. I don't know if you've seen the YouTube short yet with yeah, okay, so it's not muffled, but it still sounds thin. Yeah. I thought so too. And I've heard that too. The Rode Signature series has a little more high end, and I saw this on audio. Bronson saw this too. He noted it. The NT1 fourth generation is got a little more of a bottom end on it, a little deeper. The fifth generation and the Signature series, which is identically the same one, just one is straight XLR USB, but it's got more of a top end bump on it. It gives it, and I think that thins it out a little bit. So I'm wishing that I had actually got the fourth generation instead of that one, but this one's red.
It's red. It's cool.
It's
yeah.
red.
And you got the
Fire
red
and rain.
XLR cable.
Yeah. All right, I think we're caught up. Here we go. All right, and then we get to our gauntlet of questions here. The James. I love that, the James.
The James.
Have you checked the new update for the companion link? No, I have not. It now includes custom EQ and additional noise gate, unlike before when it only had a limiter and compressor. I will have to check that out, James. Thank you, because that's big for me. Custom EQ, because the Meano app only gave you the presets like warm, dark, and you really couldn't do a whole lot of custom. Like the Vocaster 1 used to be the same way, but they did that update where you can go and click that link and you can do the adjustments yourself. You could add some bass. You can change your compression.
That's cool.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for telling me that. I did not know that. And finally, Meano BA92 or Fifine BM88 for a low profile boom arm. You can't go wrong. Honestly,
I've got the BM88.
I have both. My son stole I don't have both. My son stole the Fifine BM88. He liked that one the best.
It works great.
Yeah.
The tension's good on it. I do have a complaint.
What's
and
yours?
I bet you know what my complaint is about the Fifine BM88.
What's that?
Whenever you're putting the XLR cable,
Pulling your hair out.
no, when you go to move those little I don't know what you call it, the little
Yeah, the tray pops off.
yeah, but your fingers, if you've got your fingers in the wrong spot, you end up poking yourself
Blood
on something in
blisters.
there, and it's like
Yes, it bites. It bites.
It does. That's it. Other than that, I like it.
So to me, and I just want to clarify this, in my video review, I talked about how the tension screw on the BM88 or the Fifine is made out of plastic and it was easy to strip out.
Oh yeah.
But for me, I realized I think I was using the wrong Allen wrench, because when I went to use a different Allen wrench, it fit in there nice and snug, and I was able to use this on it. And this is a 4-pound microphone.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about the Rode pod mic being heavy, 2 pounds, and the
4 pounds.
Samson Q9U is like 2.16. This thing is 4 pounds. But once I used the right, I actually dropped it on the floor, and I must have picked up the wrong Allen wrench. It didn't fit, so I have to make it short, correcting myself. The BM88 is fine, even though it's a plastic, if you have the right size Allen wrench. Just make sure you have the right one, because it is plastic. Where the Meano has a metal screw that you put the Allen wrench into.
You can't. Yeah, it's still metal's better.
Yeah, metal's better. But I was upset because I couldn't tighten it tight enough to hold my heavier mics. Now I can. World of difference when you use the right tool.
And that's that's 4 pounds. Wow.
That's crazy. Blew me away. Like this one, if I tightened the tension on that one, but I was using it the other day, and it was like, as I was talking, it was going.
It was coming down.
Wow.
You're like going like this.
Hold yeah, no. And then all right, let's see what else we were almost caught up, you guys. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
Red, yeah.
Man. Fifine did comment on, I was nervous when I noticed they saw my Fifine, how I blinged it up. I'm like, oh, they're not going to like what I did to their microphone. But Fifine answered, they went on there and they said, sweet, nice. Like, I love it. And all hearts. I'm like, make it then.
Make one. Yeah.
Make one, man. I'm telling you what, if they made the Fifine like that, I'd be all over
They
it.
just got to give it a little more room.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Or just like, give the pop filter longer. Like you said, either drop that capsule back, extend the cage out, or just put a Shure Sub-7B pop filter on it. But man, it is golden. It is golden. I love it. Make me a red one. Rode makes Tom Buck all kinds of blue stuff.
I know they do, yeah.
Make me some red stuff. If you're watching, Fifine, hook me up.
He's got a blue pod mic.
Yeah. They gave him a blue one of these. Like, you can't even order these, like a replacement one of these online anywhere. You have to buy the mic to get this.
Yep.
And they're sending him like custom colors. Like, what is going on? James Caffey, I have the Thron Max Twist Boom Arm S6. It's low profile. I've seen that. I got to get that. Chad, I told you I was going to have to get that and review it, because I like that. Especially like mounting my, I want to mount my Rode Caster Duo to that. So
that's a good idea.
It's like, it's got, instead of a boom arm that goes this way, it's one that's linked this way, and you can stretch. It's like a low profile boom arm, but it's got more pieces to it,
It
and
has
it
like
can go higher.
a third, right?
It's like a regular boom arm and
Yeah.
a low profile boom arm had a baby. It's really cool looking. What else we got? Look into it. It's very nice arm. Absolutely, we're going to.
Yeah.
Live stream consultants. That is the one I plan on using when I get my new desk set up. So yeah, hopefully the Beyond. You're talking about the Thrawn. Is what you're going to go with?
Yeah.
Live stream, I think. Okay. Live stream, you will love it. Live stream, you'll love it. And then back to the retro review. Low profile boom arms are the way to go for me. Me too. I've got these things, and I don't know. They're in my face, whatever, and I'm falling in love with the low profile.
What I'm going to end up doing with this is putting my phone mount on it for my, for the camera, and mounting it to the wall.
Oh, okay.
I might just like put it because I'm in a corner.
Okay.
And that would be very useful for that. And I could just take the camera and put it wherever I wanted it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'll stop making the vibrations in the video when I hit the.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like this boom arm here is not attached to the desk that my live stream. I always have a separate desk next to mine, and I always mount my boom arms to those. That way, if I hit my desk, you can't hear it. Like
That's smart.
So
Right.
if I'm just tapping it, you can't hear it. But if I tap the desk,
Oh yeah.
I'm using the wrong. I'm gonna quit. It's getting late. All right, we've been doing this an hour and 23 minutes. If you gotta go, let me know. I don't want to keep you on here.
I'm here until you are ready to leave.
All right, here we go.
This is my fun.
I love it. Me
And
too.
it's Friday night. I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Exactly. Now, once you get out of high school, your Friday nights are over.
Yeah.
Or college for some, or maybe a little longer. But once you get out of your 30s, once you get into your 30s, bedtime comes sooner.
Except for me on Friday nights, this is what I'm doing. If it's not this, it's my own stuff. And that video that you shared, I stayed up on a Friday night all the way in. It was like 3:00 in the morning, Saturday morning, before I was done.
Gotcha. Oh, my wife is saying that we got some questions for you. I gotta move forward here. Spray paint will change the color. I've thought about that. I've thought about it's sacrilege, but I watched a podcast the other day where they spray painted their Shure SM7Bs green.
Oh wow!
And I was like, oh man, I could spray paint mine like purple or red.
Just do it.
Oh man, do you do that to a Shure SM7B? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I can't. I don't know if I could do that to a $400 microphone.
Yeah.
Maybe this one, because if I don't like it, I can just buy another one.
Buy another one.
Just an excuse to buy another one. Okay, get to the questions for Clay. Oh, they want to hear the questions I wrote for you guys. All right.
Oh.
All right. So, well, let's do that. Let's take a break from these. We'll get. Don't worry if you guys commented. I'll get back to them. But let's hit these questions. All right. These are my. I just got to know about. There's certain questions you ask people that you really like. To really know a guy, I need to know who you really are, deep down in your soul.
Yeah.
All right. These are deep. Who was your philosopher guy that we're talking about again?
Alan Watts.
Alan Watts. All right. These are Alan Watts level questions. All right.
Okay.
Be ready. Hot dogs, mustard or ketchup?
If I had to choose, mustard.
Mustard guy. I'm a ketchup guy. I can't stand mustard.
Oh no, I love.
I'm
mustard.
the oddball. You're the normal guy. Normal people like mustard on their hot dog.
Really? I thought everybody just liked ketchup.
No. Every time I put ketchup on my hot dog, especially at a ball field, everybody looks at me funny. Like, oh my gosh, what are you doing to that hot dog? All right. Here's another one. I hear this on the Dale Earnhardt Jr. podcast all the time. I like watching his podcast. And anyway. Steaks. Now, do you like steaks?
I do.
All right. If you're in a steakhouse, where your steak is above $20, sauce or no sauce on that steak? That is like people like kill each other over this.
This is where I used to catch a lot of grief from my dad when I was growing up. I am a sauce person through and through. I eat steak so that I can have the steak sauce.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. said the same thing. I love the steak sauce. I get the steak to put the sauce on it. Everyone's like, how could you go to a steak? He's like, he paid like $40 for this steak, and he was like dumping all this sauce on it.
Yeah.
And the waiter was looking at him like,
I had Wagyu, however you say it, Wagyu.
I don't know.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay. It's about $300 per ounce, I think. My boss took us out.
Oh, the Japanese steak.
Yes.
Yes.
I had that. We had $600 worth of steak on our table. And it was just two little pieces, and we cut it up and shared it. And Clay put sauce on that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I would do it just to mess with the chef. Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna throw some ketchup on here.
Oh, that's my bucket list. I want to go there and do something like that. Put like ketchup on it or something.
It was a restaurant called Rare something, and it was in the Encore in Boston. The Encore casino resort. Yeah.
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 All right. Question number 3. Dogs or cats? Are you a dog person or cat person?
Both.
Both? Me too.
Yeah. I like one of each.
And my wife is surprised because when we first met, I was always a dog person. Hated cats. Don't want cats. But we got a cat, and now I love cats.
I love a cat. I have 6. I don't love 6 cats.
Yeah, you sound like me. I have 7 in my house right now.
Oh my God. How?
Is it 7, Lori? Is it 7? I've got to count.
7.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7. One of ours had kittens. So we live in town, and because in town there are cats everywhere in this town. Like SPCA is nowhere to be seen. There's wild cats everywhere. So mice were always in my house because outside they would die. So they were all coming to my house because my neighbor has cats. Like everybody has cats but me. So I was like, you know what? We need a cat. Like these mouse traps aren't working. So a friend of mine had a cat, didn't want it anymore. I was like, all right, it's already trained. I don't have to do nothing with it. I could just bring it in here and great. So I got a cat. She hates everybody but me. She loves me. She loves my wife now too, but she don't like anybody touching her or petting her, but I'm her person, so to speak. My daughter says, you're her person. So love that cat. And then my son moved out for a while, came back in, and he wanted a kitten. So we gave him a kitten. Or he brought home a kitten, and that cat doesn't like anybody but him. So again, like that, I have that one cat. And then my daughter, that 10-year-old, wanted this one cat that was outside that loved her so much. I'm like, it was an outdoor cat, but it was young. It was like just past kitten.
Right.
I'm like, all right, bring it in the house. She can have it. I'd rather, like, I know that cat is friendly. I know it's nice. You've been petting it for 3 weeks, so I know it don't have ringworm or anything because you'd have it all over some weird thing that cats have or something. It's like, all right, how long you been petting that thing? About 3 weeks, Dad. I'm like, well, we know it's good. So brought it in the house, and it turns out, and I was like, all right, it doesn't matter if it's a female. My cat's fixed, or my son's cat is fixed, so there's no way this cat can have babies. We brought the cat in pregnant.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So now we have 4 kittens in our bedroom, under our bed.
Oh, so you only had 3, and now you have...
Now we have 4. And because they're in our room, under the bed, we hear the baby meows all the time.
But are you gonna find homes for them?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
See, no, the 6 that are in here, this is their home.
Yeah. I asked my wife yesterday, because she's like, they're just so cute. I'm like, you're going to want to keep them, aren't you? She goes, oh, no, we're getting rid of them.
You know what it is?
Okay.
My wife is the cat lady. She's the crazy cat lady, and that's her thing. She lets me do whatever I want to do. How can I tell her no?
Yeah. Yeah. It's my wife.
If that's what makes her happy, then so we have 6 cats.
Lori's like, in 25 years of marriage, I've never told her no. Never told her no. She gets whatever she wants. So, that's her. Okay, question. Sorry, excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups now. 3B, what was your first car?
A Dodge Diplomat.
I never heard of it.
It was a.
I gotta Google this.
It was a police interceptor. It was a retired police car.
All right,
he's got to Google it.
I'm gonna put it on the screen.
You got to bring in the police car version because it's white.
Okay,
yeah, that was what I had.
All right, hold on. Let me get it up here on the screen. All right, screen share. We're gonna pop this on the screen, guys.
Dodge Diplomat.
All right,
83. Did you put in 83?
This is the 80s version. It just says.
Okay.
I'm gonna see. You tell me if it's it or not. All right, share screen. Here we go. All right, you ready? We're adding it to the screen, guys. Here we go.
That's it.
Is this it?
Oh, that's it.
Is it? Oh, that's great. That's the man. That's not Star Bandit.
It's like it
Smokey
looks
and the
like
Bandit one. That's a smaller one. That's what was that on?
I don't. That's what I was gonna say was Smoking the Bandit.
Was it?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
really.
yeah. Smokey and the Bandit. That's it. Because I'm
Yeah.
thinking Dukes of Hazzard with the big long like Ford LTD.
Yep, that's what I had, and it was a legit a retired police interceptor.
Nice.
Still had the same motor, had the extended sway bar in the front, so I could do some fancy maneuvers with it. Yep, that was fun. My brother worked for a Dodge dealership. He was a mechanic, and he brought that home for me.
Awesome.
Yeah, he got it for free. So he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it running and give it to my kid brother." So, yeah.
My first car was an Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme without reverse.
Oh,
So if I had to park somewhere, we parked where we could get out, and if we didn't, I'd have to put it in neutral and push it out of the parking spot to get going.
there's just no going back. That's all.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. Let me get this back out of the screen. All right, and I may have to put this one on here too, guys. What was your worst car you ever had?
My worst car. My worst car.
I'm gonna put it in. Tell me.
It wasn't a bad car. We just had a lot of mechanical problems. It was
The one that just gave you nightmares.
an
What was it?
86. What the heck was it? A Mercury Topaz.
Mercury Topaz.
Yeah, it was a fancy one though. It was a stick shift, had the sport paint job on it, but it was like a mechanical nightmare.
All right, let's see. Let me pop this up
When I
here.
was turning, like in an intersection, always when I was turning in an intersection, could have been left, right, it would stall. We didn't know what was wrong with it, and it was my mom's old car.
All right, I got some. These aren't good
Like a
pictures of
blue-
it. These are rough looking ones. So I need a good looking one.
Mine looked really good. It was just
Yeah, I'm trying to do you justice here. I don't want to
Hunk
show a
and junk.
jalopy version.
you got to
here.
find like the blue. It's like a blue, sporty looking with it had nice rims.
There's the back end of one. Where's the front end of one? All right, let me just pop this up.
This is funny.
See. This is all the nightmare because it's like we were so excited about certain cars and some of them are just like, yeah, I owned one of those. I've had a Ford Pinto, 1979 Ford Pinto.
Oh, wow.
In 96, I had one. Everybody's driving like Trans Ams and pickup trucks, and I'm driving a 1979 white Ford Pinto Firebomb.
I traded. Go ahead. Let's see it. You got it?
Yeah. All right. Let me. Why is it showing that one? It should be this one. All right. Let me do the screen share. Get that right again. Screen share. Here we go. All right. Let's see if it's it. That's the back end.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was. Yeah. It was like a lighter blue, kind of like a. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm gonna call it champagne blue.
Champagne blue.
You know what I'm saying? It was like
Yeah.
a duller version with like. Sorry, I had to cough. With
That's all
like a red stripe. It was a sporty looking car,
Gotcha.
but it was a piece of junk, man. I ended up trading it at a used dealership for a '79 Camaro that had a 327 in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
I had a 1988 Trans Am, and I hit a telephone pole with it.
Oh no,
A spider. I hate spiders.
a spider!
I was wearing a hat and it dropped right in my lap. And I was like, ah! So I reached over in the passenger side, trying to find one of my school. I was in college then, and I'm reaching for one of my textbooks. And next thing you know, I feel this like rumble. I look up, I've gone off the road into a ditch, and I shot up at 60 miles an hour and went through a telephone pole.
Oh man.
Ruined it. Had no seatbelt
Well,
on.
at least
walked
you're
away.
okay, you know.
Yeah, walked away from it.
Yeah, because
All
you
right.
were in a real car.
Yeah. I had some
Yeah.
serious into it. All right, here we go. Next one. So that was your worst car. My worst car was a 1982 Pontiac Phoenix, which was the Sunbird.
Yeah,
What was it,
yeah.
Sunbird.
I was just gonna say that. Yep.
And being in Michigan, rust is terrible. So my doors were rusted out so bad that I didn't have to use my keys to unlock the door. I reached up the under part of my door would pull the lever down to
Oh man,
unlock it.
through a rust hole.
Yeah, and my heater core was leaking, so I had a one of them huge sponges you use to wash your car underneath my dashboard, zip tied to that thing to keep it from leaking on my floor.
Oh man.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. It was
great.
embarrassing. All right, next question. Let's see here. Now, Lori, you're going to appreciate this one. Talking to my wife downstairs. What annoys your spouse the most? So I believe you said you were married, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
My memory.
Your memory?
It annoys her the most. I have the worst memory. What does it say? I only have 2 faults. I don't listen and something else.
I don't remember what she said.
Mine's bad.
funny
Like
you
it's
said
so
that.
bad. Like I forget things that are important for myself. You know, I could
yeah.
be sitting here at my desk and go, oh, I gotta go to work. I'm gonna grab my cell phone, and then I'll get out to the car and I don't have my cell phone.
Wow. Yeah.
I told
that's
myself
me.
to grab it and I still didn't. You know.
I've done that. They were joking with me at the church today because they were saying I'm so forgetful that we were in the gym setting up for the school because we have a school too attached to the building.
Yeah.
So it's a church and a elementary middle school. And I was in the gym helping them set up for one of their school programs. And I left the gym and I was walking around forever. And then turns out I had left my phone on the countertop. So the guy grabbed it and was trying to find me in the building, like chasing me around the building. I get all the way back to the gym like 15 minutes later. And there he is. He's like, here's your phone. I'm like, oh, I didn't have my phone?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't even know I didn't have
Good
it
thing
anymore.
nobody called.
So my 10-year-old, you saw her, when we go out the door
Yeah.
in the morning, she's like, Dad, got your phone? Yes, dear. You got your keys? Yes. This is my 10-year-old.
That's great.
Did you lock the door? Yes, Maddie, I got it.
I had to learn that song. I used to smoke. I quit smoking about 10 years ago, but then I vaped for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I taught myself that, what was it? Phone, wallet, keys, and smokes.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's me.
And that's how I remembered everything.
I don't know how many times I've left the doors unlocked in my house, the car doors. It's a miracle if I remember. You know, I took my daughter to a Shorebird. There's a minor league team down the road, baseball team from the Baltimore Orioles affiliate program. So we went for their road trip. We went down there. I had my sunroof open to my car. I've got a Pacifica that I drive. I go in, we watch the game. I come out 4 hours later. My rooftop was still down, open. Like someone's just called right in and drove off with it. Keys were in there, you name it. So yeah, that's me. Yeah. Okay. That's what annoys my wife the most too, is she says, I'm done talking to you. You're not listening to me. And I'll say, where are you going? She's like, I'm going to Berlin today. I told you this yesterday.
Oh,
Weren't you listening?
Yeah. And I
no.
feel so bad.
Yeah.
I don't do it on purpose.
I'm trying not to ignore you. I don't want to. I just can't remember. Okay. All right. Next question. We're only on question 4. I've got 10. All right. So question 4 was what annoys you the most?
Yeah.
There was 3 and 3B. So this is technically 5. All right. So the next one. What is your favorite sport to watch? Do you have a sport?
I'm not a sports guy.
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that on my AM6 review. Not a sports guy.
I will watch sports for the support of everybody else. Like if I go to a Super Bowl party, I will root on whatever team my friends are going for.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Because I don't know. I'm like,
just join the room.
When I was a kid, I wanted to get into football.
Gotcha.
I was big, I had big shoulders, just stout. And when I got into junior high, when it mattered to start playing football, prior to getting into junior high, I had a back injury, and they wouldn't let me join because of my medical record. So I just kind of, from that point on, I was just like, sports are dumb. Yeah.
It's a sports fault.
Yeah.
Tom Buck had a live stream today with Heather. He was talking about how much he loves hockey now because in in high school, he was so terrible at it that he's like, I hate sports because people would tease him because how bad he was. He's like, I hate him.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Got it. Yep.
Here's this comment here about our memory statement here. I have a memory like a steel trap that's been salted in Michigan all its life. Yes, that's us.
Yeah.
That's us. Back to the Retro says, we are guys. Our memories are the worst. Yes, our memories are the absolute worst.
Yep. It's bad.
It's not fair. It's not fair that they remember all this stuff. That looks like the cop on Dukes of Hazzard, the cop car that Dukes of Hazzard used.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still wrong. Still wasn't it.
You see Colin's comment up there. He's Colin. I just convinced me to get the K6. There you go.
All right, here we go. Yep. Just convinced me to get K69D because of your guys' superb audio quality. Do you have any affiliate links so you can get commission? We'll post one. Post one for you.
I don't.
You don't have an affiliate? Okay.
No,
all right. So
this guy.
All right. that guy? Or this guy? Sorry, I get the screens mixed up.
That one.
Yeah, I'll have an affiliate link. If actually, Colin, I have a video review on it on my channel, the K669D, the best budget mic pound for pound. There's an affiliate link on that one. But I'll post a link on this one too in the comment section when I'm done if you want to.
Definitely worth it.
Just let me know. Absolutely worth it. Worth its weight in gold. I have retired twice, and I still get up at 4:45 and stay up till midnight. I just get more done. Oh, talk about our sleeping schedules.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I can't get up early, man. I don't like it.
All right, yeah. Clay, live stream consultants, Alan, mount it to the ceiling.
Oh, the camera thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, could do that.
I do that. Like my shotgun mount, I have a shotgun mic off scene here that I use. I do weekly videos, record videos for the church, for different things. And so for those, I don't have a microphone in my face. And so I've got my shotgun microphone mounted to my ceiling. But as you see behind me, I have knee walls. So it's an angled ceiling. So it's like it's mounted to the angled ceiling in front of me.
You do those videos here in this studio?
I'll do them both. I'll do them there, do them here, just what my schedule is. If it gets too crazy, I'll just sit in the morning and just bang one out and then go in and edit it up there. All right, next question. Weirdest quirk about you. Not what your wife says, what you're weird. Like there's something you just, it's weird.
A weird quirk about me. I'm such a normal guy, man. I don't know. Weird.
Something you do weird that everybody looks at you and why are you doing that?
I dip my French fries in mayonnaise.
That's weird. I like it though. That's original.
In the South, I grew up. We didn't have a lot of money. A lot of people that were originally I lived in Florida. I had fishermen for relatives, my grandfather, my uncles, and a lot of people didn't have much money. We ate a lot of potato sandwiches, and they would cut up like French fries, and we would always have it with salt, pepper, and mayonnaise.
Wow. What's my weird quirk? Lori, text me what my weird quirk is. I've got too many to nail.
She probably knows it a lot faster and more dedicated than you do.
Like my weird quirk is I have OCD in the weirdest way. Like my pictures have to be lined up in the room, but yet stuff's messy. But yet pictures have to be like I use measuring tape to make sure the distance between the end of one picture to the corner is the exact same to the other picture to the corner. Like I use measuring tape for everything. And then I get mad because my camera, the angle isn't like dead on. So it makes it look crooked and I can't stand that. And I will like rearrange my room
multiple times
to make the room look square behind me.
Wow.
Drives me nuts. But yeah, I'm sure Lori will. Lori, what's another one? You text me and I'll add it here later. All right, next question.
Got it.
Most surprising thing people would never guess about you.
These are hard questions.
All right, see, I'm getting deeper. I'm getting philosophical. No, not
the hardest thing or the thing that nobody would really know about me.
They would be shocked to know.
Be shocked to know.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a tendency. I don't want to cross that line, but I'm going to say that I'm a guy that likes a lot of things that women like. But I'm a guy through and through. I like potpourri and fresh smelling things and like all different. I'll go to Bath and Body Works with my daughter and we will sit there and be like, oh my God, smell this one. I like all that nice stuff and I like a very well decorated house.
Yeah. My wife will tell you that same thing. I love Yankee candles.
Yeah, man.
Love candles. And
Yes.
she asks me like what flavor she loves candles, but she
I like how
wants
you
the
call it a
ones
flavor.
yeah, the flavor because I love the food ones like
Yeah.
the maple syrup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that one. I was so mad
Cookies.
because it was her birthday and I got her one of the big huge ones for like $100. They're like the huge gigantor candles with like 4 wicks in them.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah.
Crossroad brand or something.
Yeah.
And I want it. I was like, I'm gonna get her one, but it's gonna be my flavor. And I want like maple syrup and pancakes or something. They didn't have it. I had to get butternut or something.
Right.
Or banana bread. That's what I got. Banana bread. But yeah, I love candles and I love like the decorations in the house, her country stuff. I love
Yeah.
that. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guys aren't supposed to care about that stuff. So that's
Oh,
my answer.
my wife just came up with my quirk. She said you put ketchup on your tomato sandwiches.
Okay, yeah.
But I tell her all the time, like tomatoes are ketchup. Like they make ketchup out of tomatoes. So how's that weird? She's like, nobody puts ketchup on a tomato sandwich because there's already tomatoes on it.
Yeah. So tomato sandwiches, again, same as the fried potato sandwiches in the South.
Okay.
Mayonnaise, salt, and pepper.
I put mayonnaise and ketchup and cheese and tomato, and that's my sandwich. And I love it like that. And she
That's a
gets
good
so upset that I ruin it with ketchup.
You know, speaking of sandwiches, I'm sorry. You know what's
Yeah.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
like. I don't ever buy bologna. I will
Yeah.
never buy bologna. But if you go anywhere in the South and you go to like a little country store and you get a bologna sandwich, it's gonna be the best sandwich you've ever had.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't like bologna, but I'll get a bologna sandwich at a little general store anywhere in the South.
Yes. It's the hole in the wall places that make the best food.
Yeah.
Honestly. Live stream consultants talking about our weird quirks. I prefer the smell of burning kerosene out of the exhaust pipe of a turbo. This is very specific, man.
Yeah.
Burning kerosene out of an exhaust pipe of a turboprop or jet airplane at the airport.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. That's specifically.
I think you one-upped us there.
Yeah. But that's a guy. That's a guy
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I love the smell of burning wood, but I think a lot of people do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you're sawing something and your blade is dull, it has that like burning smell when you're done cutting stuff. I love that smell.
That's good too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, next one. Here's a question. Here's a question for us. Are you a fried gizzards fan? I love them. No?
No.
Never had it.
Yeah. How about no?
Is gizzard is that the thing that hangs from there?
It's just the jib. Well, maybe I thought it was.
Is that the gizzard?
I thought it was all the. Yeah, I thought it was just all the giblets, all the little.
Was it? Okay.
Yuck. I don't know. I don't like that stuff.
See, on the East Coast, we have a thing called scrapple. I don't know if you've ever had it before.
No.
But well, you're the East Coast too. You're Connecticut. So you don't have scrapple in Connecticut?
No,
you're not that far from me.
Keep telling me about it. Maybe I'll know it from something else.
It's gray, and you like cut slabs of it, and you cook it on a skillet, and then you like scrapple egg and cheese sandwiches, bacon, egg and cheese, sausage. But then there's scrapple, and scrapple is it's like a hot dog. It's the stuff you never not want to know.
Right, you don't want to know where it came from.
Made it from, but it tastes amazing.
I'm thinking it's a Delaware thing.
Pennsylvania too. Huge.
Oh, is
in
it?
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep, never heard of
Pennsylvania
it,
and
no.
Delaware. Okay.
Now I want to try it.
Oh man, so good, so good. Let's see. What was the next one? Favorite movie?
Interstellar.
You said that the other day. I remember you saying that.
Did I? Oh,
my
yeah,
wife gets
yeah.
so upset because I watch that over and over and over again.
I have probably
Because-
seen it, I don't know, 6, 7 times.
Yeah, same or probably more.
If not more. Yeah, yeah.
Because every time I watch it, I notice something different I've never seen. It's
Yeah.
layered, like it's so heavy and it's so deep. You can't take it all in the first time you watch it, but you're satisfied.
Yeah.
Then you go back and watch it, and I was like, oh,
You catch
that's
something.
why they did.
Yep.
Oh, and Interstellar. Every time I watch it, I have that moment
Yep.
from something I never picked up on before.
That's my favorite movie.
Yeah, Interstellar. Heat was one of my favorites. These are movies my wife hates because I watch them so much.
Yeah.
I loved the movie growing up in high school called Heat, which was Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. And Al Pacino was a detective, and Robert De Niro was this big time bank robber guy, and they were head to head, like chasing each other. And they had this one scene where they were at a like he was chasing him. He knew that that the police were on to him. Robert De Niro's the bad guy, Al Pacino's the good guy, and now he knows the police know who he is. They've been followed him, so but they haven't caught him yet. They have nothing to arrest him. So one night they're tailing him and they can't figure anything out. So he says, all right, get me a chopper. So he gets in the chopper and they find him and he gets into a car. They help him find the guy. He pulls him over and he says, let's go have a cup of coffee. And they have this face-to-face over a cup of coffee, bad guy, good guy, same table. And they end up liking each other, but saying, look, I like you. But if it comes down to it, I'm going to choose freedom over you. I'll drop you. I like you, but I will not hesitate to drop you.
Now I gotta watch. I haven't seen it. I gotta watch it now.
That diner scene is the greatest scene I've ever seen in a movie because it's just they're face to face and they're talking and they end up liking each other.
That's wild.
But they're and the way it ends is cool. Right. So yeah, that was my favorite was Heat and Interstellar. It's a good one. Good. The new Top Gun or the old Top Gun?
The old one.
The old one, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the scenes better in the new one, but the story in the old one is just so much better.
Yeah, the story is good. So that's not really a fair thing for me because I've tried to watch the new one, and it's always been at like midnight when I've hit play, and I fall asleep. Yep. So I haven't fully paid attention. So.
Yeah, you're dreaming and you hear gunfire from missiles firing in your dream. You wake up, oh, there's a movie on.
Yeah. So,
all right. Favorite band when you were in high school?
I'm not good on favorites, man. I'd have to say AC/DC.
AC/DC. That was one I played a lot when I was a radio DJ because we were alternative rock, but I was AC/DC and Pearl Jam heavy. Metallica, Black.
Oh,
everybody said that was bandwagon. The Black album, love that one.
Any of the ones before that whole Garage Days thing.
Yeah, I was Guns N' Roses in high school. Metallica, Black, AC/DC, and Queensryche. I love Queensryche.
Queensryche. Yep.
Mod Squad Network, the new Top Gun. They love the new Top Gun. You can't go wrong. It's a great movie.
It was good, but like I said, I gotta watch it again.
You're splitting hairs, honestly. When you say one's better than the other, it's like 10 and 9.95 scores. Right. So, the Val Kilmer scene gave me chills. Yeah, I wanted him to type "I'm Batman." In the computer, I wanted to type "I'm Batman."
That I felt horrible seeing that because that was him for real.
Yeah.
That's him for real. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen the documentary of him trying to talk now. It's brutal. It's tough. And he's he's still alive though, isn't he? He hasn't passed away.
I think so.
Yeah.
I want to see, I can't remember the name of it now, with Michael J. Fox.
Oh, yeah. I don't know the name of it.
It's a documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Cranberries. I ain't gonna lie. Guilty pleasure. That was one of my favorites in high school too. Zombie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how many times we put that one on repeat. Let's see here.
I'm singing in my head. What's in my head?
Yeah. Do you know how to increase tear production? My eyes are dry and I need to cry more.
No.
Eat an onion?
Yeah. No, just cut it. You don't even have to eat
it. Movies. Speaking of this, talk about what we're talking about. What movie would make you cry? That's a good question. What movie makes a man cry? Made Clay the man cry.
I will. So I'm gonna just be honest here. I'm a very sensitive guy.
Me too.
And you can probably tell from some of the things that I talk about. But I just recently saw a movie within the last year, A Man Called Otto.
Oh yes. Oh, you nailed it. See, I had a different movie in mind, but that one beats mine.
That was just so bad.
Yeah.
I could the whole. I mean, every scene that would be a tearjerker. Me and my wife both. We were like we wanted to turn it off, but we couldn't.
Val Kilmer's still alive. He's
okay. Yeah.
Maynard Ferguson and Manhattan Transfer. Are those movies? I don't know.
I don't. Manhattan Transfer sounds like one. I don't know.
I don't know. To try.
They'll tell us.
Val Doc had me in tears. Man, I'm gonna have to watch it. I've
Oh, I
never
bet,
seen it.
I bet.
I've never watched it. Never watched it.
I bet it did.
Still alive. Lion King.
The Lion King.
I can't.
When
I can't.
when Mufasa was falling down into the ravine.
No. Oh, Lion King.
That's good.
In high school, I took a girlfriend that I was dating at the time. That was our date, was to go watch Lion King in the movie theaters. I was like, man, they got Star Trek Generations in the theater next door, and I got to watch this.
Kevin just said something about a movie the other day on one of his shows that he was crying through the whole movie, and I thought it was Harry and the Hendersons.
You got to now, Kevin. You got to clarify this.
Yeah,
Clear there. Lori, what was a movie I watched with you? You got to text me from downstairs. What was a movie I crying? Because she teased me. She said, "Are you crying?" Have you heard of Bad Wolves' version of Zombie? No, I have not. It doesn't matter who sings that song. The version's good. Like the original is that good.
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard that one though. Yeah, here we go. The Auto movie got me too. That's a great movie.
Oh man, it was a tearjerker.
Music groups from the 1970s I listened to. Who was from the 70s I listened to? Aerosmith. I like the 70s Aerosmith songs.
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah. Actually, Queen's one of my favorites.
The Who. Were they 70s?
Oh, yeah. The Who. Rush.
Yes. Oh, Rush. Rush's drummer is insane.
Yeah.
I love watching him play the drums.
Yeah.
That is insane. Rush is a great one. Fleetwood Mac. That's my favorite 70s band.
Oh,
I am old school. Like we were in Arby's. Okay. A buddy of mine that one of the other pastors of the church, he's 20 something. I'm 46, but we go to Arby's and we're like the only people with dark hair. Everybody else is nice and salty, right?
Like this.
And we're looking around like, has Arby's become the old person place? And why are we here? Like, what's wrong with this? I love this place.
It's good food.
How come we're the only? Yeah. But anyway, Fleetwood Mac comes on and I'm singing out loud and he's looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is great, man. It was Rihanna and I was just like, mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is you'll find that a lot with younger people. I have a son that's going to be 30 in June. And that to me is still real young. He likes music that's before my time.
Oh, wow.
He likes all kinds of stuff. Today's music, it doesn't matter what genre. He just really is cultured when it comes to music.
Me too. I love it all. There's nothing I really don't like. Rap sometimes I can't because I can't even understand it. I want to be able to know what you're saying.
Right.
There's some that I listen to, but anything else, country, rock, alt classical, anything from Elton John to Billy Joel to Fleetwood Mac to Paramore to Queensryche to Metallica I love my Christian music too. It doesn't matter. You put it on, I'm gonna like it.
Who is it? The Christian music? Skillet.
Skillet. Yep. I love Skillet.
Another one. There was another one similar to them that I used to listen to.
There's Evermore used to be, or not Evermore. Was it Evermore? I can't remember what
it was. There was another one that was very similar to the same type of music as Skillet that I liked.
Red used to be.
That was good.
It was a Christian rock band. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Creed used to be.
Oh, that's the one. Creed. That's what I'm thinking of. Creed used to be. Yeah.
I loved Creed. Everybody loved Creed. Oh man, they were the in thing. All right, it was Harry and the Hendersons. I don't know why. It must have been a dusty.
He said it was dusty in the room.
My allergies got me.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Eagles. I was just talking about them the other day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The Eagles were amazing.
That's probably one of the favorites.
Oh, Journey.
Yeah. Yep.
Journey. You put Journey on and everybody in the stadium goes nuts if you're at a sports event.
Yeah.
Jefferson Airplane is good. Absolutely. I love Arby's.
Journey. Isn't it Journey the band that
Don't Stop Believing?
Randy Jackson played in?
I don't know. I don't remember his name.
Remember Randy Jackson from like America's Got Talent when it
Yeah,
first came out.
they did a reboot with
he
him.
was in Journey.
and he sounded just like him. It was crazy. I think that's the guy that sounded just like the original. Was it Steve?
No, he played like guitar or drums or something in it. Randy Jackson.
Gotcha.
I think it was Journey. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody will correct us. So
All right. We're all caught up. But all right, my last question on my list is, what is on your bucket list? Like, give me one, if not two, things on your bucket list that you want to be able to do before you take your last.
I want to go to a different country.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome, that experience. Yeah.
I've gone to Aruba. That's it.
I've been to Jamaica for our missions trips, and it's awesome to do that. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Rome.
Europe is where I want to go. I want
Yeah.
to see some history. I want to see
Yes.
I want to be educated. You know, that's what I want to do. That would be it.
Yeah.
So
Lori's he is correct. Honey, what are you talking about? Who's correct? We're all correct. We're men. We're correct. I'm just kidding.
I think this is
I'm
the
gonna pay for
longest
that.
video podcast I've ever been on.
Me too.
Yeah.
The other day I was like, oh my
It
gosh,
hasn't-
I went an hour and 40 minutes. I'm so sorry, listeners, watchers, and they're all like, no.
It hasn't run dry yet. Not for us.
You know you got something good when you're approaching Joe Rogan territory.
Yeah.
Like the 3-hour podcast
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
awesome stuff. England is on my bucket list. To me, yeah, England. I want to go to England. I want to go to Italy. And I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Tokyo.
I'd love to go to any of the like Japan, Hong Kong stuff. Like, I also want to go to Egypt.
Oh, yeah. See, look, we have to book a trip together. Have some fun.
Yeah.
Road trip.
See if we can go move some of them big blocks.
Yeah. It goes fast when you're having fun.
Yes.
Yeah, the men, see, I got myself in trouble. Now I got some backup, too. Lori says you're all right. It was Randy Jackson.
Oh, in Journey.
Okay. Look
Okay.
she loves Journey.
All right.
We are always right until we are wrong. Then we correct it when we are right again. That's why I say I'm always right until we do whatever we do whatever I want as long as it's what she wants.
The man song. Have you ever heard of
Yes. Bob and Tom. Is that what
Yeah. The man
I
song.
love that show. Bob and Tom show in the morning, and it was the man song.
He's
That
like,
one
I'll
in
do
French
whatever
toast.
I want as long as you tell me to. Or
Yes.
whatever he says.
Greatest song ever.
Yeah.
That one and the Wiper Blades and French Toast song. Now I'm gonna have to go back and listen to those songs.
French toast. I don't know if I know
yeah.
that one. I know a toast one a comedian did.
Oh,
Is it
French Toast song
French
from Bob and
Toast?
Tom. That's it.
Playing on the drums on the toaster.
Yeah. He was on Bob and Tom.
Yeah, it was
live.
great. Yeah.
Loved it. And then Wiper Blade.
Yeah.
I miss that show. I really do. I don't even think they're on anymore.
I don't know.
All right. Those are my questions. Okay, so I did want to talk about this. I don't know how much more time you got.
As much as you want.
We could bring this up another time, but I wanted to, now that we know some stuff about you, I did want to bring this up for all of us. I want to kind of pivot back to the beginning. But you made some comments on your podcast where I wrote some stuff down that I was like, going back to us creators, people who want to create stuff. And I feel like YouTube is freaking out because we're not following the narrative anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of people have given up chasing the Mr. Beast stuff and just want to start doing what they want. And I think that's why they're pushing so hard, because Mr. Beast is where they make the most money. But that's not where we're happiest, right? So a lot of people starting to shift, but you were talking about trying to create and cram a creative process into the Mr. Beast templates and stuff like that. And then the NAB thing that Heather was talking about, where they were trying to say that the mid-tier guys, like, it's going to die and stuff like that. And you were talking about protecting ourselves and our creativity. That needs to be protected.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to tie in there is you were talking about you had kidney cancer, if I'm right.
Correct.
And that puts stuff in perspective, doesn't it?
Big time. Big time. Like I said on that video podcast, whatever you want to call it, that I'm very lucky, very fortunate. I didn't even have to do chemo. it doesn't matter how severe it was. It puts you in a different mindset. You know what I mean? When something like that, when that news hit me, I just was like, all right, you know what? I have to this point have not done everything the way I want to do it. So that needs to change.
And this was this right when you were getting getting that pull to do more YouTube stuff? Does that kind of help push you into it?
No, that's exactly what helped push me into it.
See, and that's what I want to talk about. For
I gave up my CDL because of that.
Yeah. I remember you saying that. And I was like, man, it's funny how stuff puts stuff into perspective, what time to do stuff that I enjoy and forget y'all that trying to tell me to do something different. I don't care.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like POTS. When I got the POTS syndrome, I'd never heard of it before.
I haven't. Still, I haven't even looked it up. I heard you say it, and I was
doctors like, I had it for 2 years before doctors even knew what it was. Like I was going to University of Pennsylvania. I went here. I went there. I went to 2 different states. I ended up going to Johns Hopkins, and Johns Hopkins was the ones who were able to figure it out and say, you've got POTS. And they figured it out in like 15 minutes. It's just a condition that your circulatory system has where it affects your heart. Stuff doesn't circulate like it should. So like you overheat. Your blood pumps your body pumps blood to cool it down, and it doesn't do that, so I don't cool down. But anyways, it affects my shelf life. Like I've to equivalent of having POTS is like having a 10-year-old cell phone and never have changed the battery. If it's plugged into the wall, you're fine.
Right.
But if you unplug it from the wall, you've got like an hour before it's dead. And that's me. Like if I'm laying down flat, my body works fine. But the minute I start standing up and sitting down, my body doesn't know that I've changed my position. And your body naturally, when you stand up or sit down, pumps, your heart rate changes because the gravity affects it differently. So it has to adjust to get the blood where it needs to go. My body doesn't recognize that anymore. So when I'm sitting or standing, it doesn't change and it affects everything from.
So now your demand for blood and oxygen and all this stuff increases, but your body doesn't.
It's not doing anything. Yeah. So it's like if you're any kind of like car knowledge, it's like if a timing belt is off on your car, nothing fires at the same time and the car runs rough and then it'll blow up. So none of my organs work in sync anymore. None of them. So everything's doing its own little thing. So when I start moving around, the more I do, the more my body gets out of whack. So about 4 hours is as much as I last before I fade and I look like I grew up in Chernobyl. Like I get pits in my eyes and if you look in some of my videos, you'll notice some of them where I was just pushing through to get a video done and I was not feeling well. And like I'll look at one way in the beginning and at the end, I'm pale, sweaty, and I got like pits in my eyes, but I pushed through. So now it's like, okay, instead of just being able to do whatever I want all day long, I have 4-hour windows to go do what I want. Like you, it's like, all right,
it's rough.
Now that I have 4 hours, how do I want to spend it? I don't waste time anymore. It's like now what matters to me. And someone has told me this a couple weeks ago, and it's become my life now. Know your no's. Know who you say no to and what you say no to, because sometimes when you say yes to everything, you're essentially saying no to something else. So if I say yes to you because I'm a people pleaser, I'm a yes person, and being a pastor on top of that, it's double trouble. I'll say yes to anybody, anything that needs help. But if I'm doing that, that means I'm not doing something else.
Yeah.
So what are you investing your time in? What are you spending your time on? You got to jump on that 4-hour window. So like you said, it changes your perspective. So that changed my YouTube perspective. It's like, okay, I want to start making content that I'm excited about because I only have a 4-hour window. So I want to be energetic. I want to be happy. And so health stuff for us helped put us into perspective. And that's something I wanted us to share with everybody out there. You may not have a condition, but because of what we went through, when you really get to that point where this is what's important to me, and I really want to invest it. You're actually, I don't know if you're in this place, but I am. Your life is better now.
Yeah.
Because you're focusing on, you didn't realize how much time of your day you've wasted on chasing things that weren't important.
Yeah, things that just exhausted my energy.
Yes. Everybody else was happy.
Yeah.
But exhausted you.
There's a comparison with this when it comes to your employer. And I have probably the greatest boss in the world. So I don't mean any disrespect to him, but when it comes to that, I'm not doing. I don't go to work for me. You know what I mean? That doesn't benefit me. I get a compensation at the end of the week, and that's what I would consider. It's not your paycheck. It's a compensation for the time that you lost that you could have been doing stuff that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just don't want to. I don't want to just do that anymore. I don't want to just do everything for everybody else anymore. I kind of want to do some stuff for me.
Yeah. And I think that helps us find our niche for YouTube, because again, we have that mindset. What does everybody else want? I'll do that. But when you do what you want to do, what makes you, there's passion in it. There's like I said, when I watch your stuff, it's passion. There's belief, and there's meaning. It provides something, and because you're passionate about it, I feel passionate about it based on how you present it. So you're making better content because you're making better life choices. So it's like, I just wanted to bring that up for our listeners because of your experience. It brought you to that place. My health issues, people would say, oh, it's terrible that you have to live in 4-hour windows. So I do something for 4 hours, and I go home and I have to rest and lay down for a couple hours and then go for another 4 hours. But it's changed the way I think about how I spend my time and who I say yes to and who I say no to.
It is, I guess, in a sense, I don't want to say terrible, but it is rough that you got to deal with that. But the thing that the light at the end of that tunnel is you're living better now.
Yeah, I have a sickness, but I'm happier now than I've ever been.
And you're getting quick fulfillment because I only got 4 hours.
Yeah.
So you're like, what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're getting those quick little bursts of fulfillment, of happiness.
Yep. So that was a big thing. I wanted to just, like, before we wrap this up tonight, I just wanted to give, from both of our perspectives, it's find your passion and make that your content. I see so many videos out there where they're like, all right, find out what the people want to watch and do all that other stuff. And that's important, yes. Don't make videos about mud pies if you're passionate about it. Nobody cares about mud pies. But if you find something you're passionate about that already has a niche or a platform out there, do that.
Do it. Yeah.
Don't worry. Okay, like we do. Like I do gear reviews. I'm not going to be Mr. Beast. I'm not going to have a 100,000 view video by the end of the week on a microphone. It's not in this niche. But I'm passionate about this. It's here, and you're going to find that the people that you want to be there will come, not because, again, like what you said and how I watch you, it's not even what you're saying, it's how you're delivering it that I watch.
Yeah, your delivery.
I'm spending time with Clay today.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today, Clay? Okay, that was cool. At the end of the day, I was like, I just spent 20 minutes with Clay.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I watch your videos. So microphone reviews, I'm like, okay, I'm not a genius like Podcastage or like Bart can take a microphone apart and tell you what the capsule is and stuff like this. And Audio Hotline, Bronson, he can tell about shotgun mics inside and out and video production and cameras. And I just love using mics. So it's like, all right, I'm not going to be that. I'm just going to take these things for a test drive and have some fun. Yeah. That's my thing. Like, I'm not going to be techie.
Because you enjoy that and you found passion or you found, fulfillment in that, that's one of the things that makes me want to watch your videos about it, because when you enjoy it, you're going to do it good.
Yeah. And that's what I want to leave with everybody is like, just find something that you're passionate about, that you're going to want to do good. Yeah. And you're going to come out on top. Don't worry about the niche you pick. If it's a niche that's already on there, just be different than everybody else. Don't follow. Everybody wants everybody to be the next Mr. Beast. Do it the way Mr. Beast does it. Do this the way that does it. No. Put your twist on it. Real quick question. Here we go. Clay makes you feel like you have. Yeah, exactly. I was talking to Bronson the other day. He's like, man, Clay's a really nice guy, man.
Really?
You just have to say
he said that?
Yeah. Bronson said that to me the other day.
Wow.
He's like, man, I watched that podcast. I was watching Clay. Man, he just seems like a really nice guy.
That's awesome. Yeah, you know what, man? I've always been like this and it doesn't matter who it is. I was on a plane with, remember the show Beverly Hills 90210?
Oh yeah,
the father, Brandon and Brenda's father. I was on a plane with that guy talking to him, and he probably would never remember it. But I knew who he was, but I didn't treat him like some Oh my God, he's normal. He's a normal person.
Yeah.
You know, when he's not doing his thing, he's just
Yeah.
person just like me, just like you.
I'm glad you said that because when I said I was a radio DJ in high school, I wanted to say, like, if you ever watched 90210 and Brandon, or what was David, what was his name in the show? But he was a radio DJ in the show, and he'd always
Brian Austin Green?
Yeah, Brian Austin Green.
Yeah.
I had the same hair, the same fashions. Like, I was fashionably confused.
Oh, wow.
I shared a picture with Bark of high school yearbook someone sent to me of me in the studio, and I was just confused.
Yeah.
But I was like, see, that's 90210 right there. I thought I was him.
That's great.
Okay, the two things that make content work the most is time being knowledgeable, is of the time.
Yeah, works most of the time is being knowledgeable on your topic, niche, and passionate about your niche.
Thank you. The pot syndrome, like I start to fade, and it gets hard. Yeah, brain fog kicks in.
All right, I'll pick you up.
All right, Mike can tell us that a mic works or not after stepping on it. That's right. That's what I do. That's how I knew the fine work, because I stepped on it.
Oh, yeah.
I was in a hurry to get out of the house, and I crushed the box.
Like, it's built. It's built, yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, it's a fine mic. They're plastic. Like, I just broke it. And like, open it up. Boy, this is metal.
Surprised you didn't roll your ankle on it.
Oh, yeah. I rolled it, but not bad. But there was some rolling action. All right. Lori, if you're still up downstairs, we got to do a giveaway. We're here with Clay. So if you're ready, bring on the bucket. She's coming up, bringing it up from downstairs.
Oh, she is?
Yeah. She said she won't go on camera, so you might see a hand come across the screen.
Come on. Well, she can, like, say hello from off camera.
Yeah. I'm waiting to hear my door open down there.
Yeah,
let's do the giveaway. I'm excited. All right, so, man, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, dude. Like, see, this is the thing is, I was just gonna say, I want to do more of this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy are trying. We need to get a format, because me and him get on there and we will laugh until we're in tears. But then afterwards, we're like, yeah, that wasn't good enough for a show because we did this or did that, or so.
Look at that Mod Squad giveaway, and then go on. Like, you want to keep going?
Oh, go on. He wants to say.
Is that what you mean? Like, you want us to keep going? You better clarify, because it might be trouble if we keep going.
Yeah. Giveaway. Go on.
She's probably mixing all the names up in the bowl. This is a big bowl. Yep, there she is. I hear the door. Yes? Oh, she sent my daughter up.
Oh.
She allowed me.
She don't want to be on camera. She sent my daughter up. Okay, here we go. This is for those are the other ones. Okay, we'll put that back in. All right. This is for the Fifine K669D. So to be completely fair.
The tank, right?
Yes, thank you. The Fifine Tank 3. See, this is why I'm glad you're here.
Because we've said 669D so much.
Yeah. I was like, man, I'm going to have to give my K669D away because I actually gave it away.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is for the Fifine Amplitank Tank 3, which is over there. But anyways, go ahead. No looky. As you're doing that, let me go grab it.
Yeah, give me a minute. I need to do the mixeroni.
Yeah, mix it up real good.
I'm so devastated that my signature series doesn't sound as good as the. It's supposed to sound better.
I know. But you know what? Have you get the same processing on that you do on the?
You know what? I don't. I have a flat one on there. I didn't do anything. Excuse me, to it. K669D. So yeah, I should have changed the processing on it.
All right, I got one.
All right, you got it? Mm-hmm. All right. Drum roll, please. I can't believe this. He's not going to be able to see that. Read it out loud. Read it out. Or you want to show it to the camera? All right. All right. So he said he doesn't want it. We're gonna give it. So we're gonna do another one.
Yep. You gotta pass it on to someone else.
Pass it on to someone else.
I would love to have it, but I can't. Well, I'm part of this show tonight, so let's make somebody else happy.
All right. Here we go.
See who this
Watch it be you again, because you got multiple entries in here.
This.
45 Kevin R. 45 Kevin R.
Call me
All right.
the gremlin next time.
So all the people that were entered were people who have been watching the podcast, commented on the podcast, and 45 Kevin R was one of them. I think he was the first podcast. So
Can I eat it?
I will post it in my community tab, 45 Kevin R, and then I will get your email address from you and your address. I don't think he's on here. I don't think he was on here tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he was the first podcast. So I'll reach out to him.
Can I
If
eat it?
for whatever reason, can you eat it? It's paper, I guess. If for whatever reason I'm not able to get a hold of 45 Kevin R, we will do another drawing next week. So I'll give him. We'll try to track him down this week. If it was a one and done and he's gone into the
That's so
ether,
funny.
she is my child.
No, I'm just still laughing that my name got pulled.
Yeah. All right. So 45. Don't eat. We need to write that on the box. 45 or get that. Where's that paper? So I don't lose it. All right. Now we're doing the AM6. Don't put it on the box. I need to be able to remember who it went to.
I ate it.
All right. Well, I got the video now. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't need. I'll just watch the video again to see who won. All right. Here we go.
Oh.
This is for the AM6, which looks like, where is it? Can you go grab the AM6? It's the one with the big pop filter built onto the front. Nope, not that one. That's too big. Nope. Yep. That's the one. There's too many mics in here.
I grabbed the little moron.
So this is the AM6, for anybody that remembers. This is an RGB gaming mic. Has chat and all that other stuff in it. So if you're a gamer getting started, this is a $64 mic. $64 mic. All right. Ready? Your name's in here too, by the way. Oh, there. All right, here we go. Go ahead. Open it up. What do we got?
This minion of my father's.
Minion? Oh, you thought. See Mean Vision. All right, See Mean Vision. You just won the AM6 by Fafine. So, this isn't the end of it. For May, we will have another drawing, and next month's drawing, Fafine told me, is when you win, you get to pick the mic you want, and Fafine will send it to me to send to you. So, that's gonna be awesome.
That is
All right.
awesome.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you. Bedtime.
Thank you.
I can't go to
Clay
bed.
says thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, bye, minions. I have to go do my Delaware binder.
All right. Clay, thank you
Yes.
so much, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, we got some more. Let's finish the rest of these comments. Evie Mux has that giveaway picker, and I did see it. I haven't figured out how to use it yet. It would make my life. And my wife said it too. She goes, there's a giveaway thing. Well, will someone teach me how to do it, please? So yeah, I'm looking to figure that thing out where it's a spinny wheel. All the names are in there, and you click a button, and it picks it for you or something.
Yeah.
And Mod Squad, great show, guys. Great show. Well, thank you guys for commenting. You guys make it a great show. This was great. This was insane.
Yeah, it was cool.
So yeah, thank you guys
Another
very much.
Pump you up video podcast.
Absolutely.
Follow
So
that passion.
I'm thinking this needs to be a regular thing. I'm just throwing it out there.
I would concur.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right.
It's good bouncing off of someone, you know?
Yes. It's a good natural chemistry here.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose that. So I had a blast. I mean, look at this. It was supposed to be a 1 hour podcast. We're at 2 hours and
2.5, basically.
5 minutes.
That's a long time, dude.
That's
and it,
Joe
honestly,
Rogan territory.
to me, doesn't feel like it's ever run dry yet.
No, I feel like we started 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's great.
Love it.
So yeah, let's definitely we'll make something out of it.
All right. So what's coming up on my live streams? I'll just gonna do a quick announcement. Bronson and I have decided to do a podcast on Tuesday.
Oh, I can't wait.
We're gonna do a live stream Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So me and Bronson are gonna do one, and then next Friday, I don't know if since we're here, I might as well tell you since you're in it. Next Friday, we're talking about doing a 3-person podcast between me, you, and Chad.
Okay.
where we're using our setups that are not of the norm. So this is my Sony ZV-E10 camera and Sigma lens, all that stuff. I'm going to use my webcam. I'm going to use the OBSBot Tiny 2 or the Taylor. I haven't decided which one of those, but I'm going to use one of those cameras. You're using your phone, and Chad has got a Anchor I forgot what it is. But we're going to do a show where we're just going to talk about, like, you don't need $1,000 camera to have good stuff and good
Power
content.
Conference 200.
That I have that one, yeah.
That's
and he's
what I
got
have.
the one above that one. He's got
Oh,
this
okay.
E3 or something.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I was blown away by his quality picture for like $100. I think
I haven't seen that then. Yeah.
So I'd like to do a show with us using our stuff,
Okay.
our budget stuff, and we're going to show these people you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a good show, firsthand. So if you're up to it, next Friday night,
of course.
yeah, we're gonna rock it. And Chad said he was definitely into. I reached out to Bark to see if he could send us if he didn't want to be in it, or at least send us a copy or a video clip of him on his, because he uses the OBSBot Tiny 2 in his videos.
He does. Oh wait, he also what?
No, the Insta360
360 link.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They're catching a lot of flack right now, but I still like the
you're
camera.
You're spoiling it for me. I have to make a video. I'm because was it iPhonedo did a video talking about.
Yeah, he did.
I have something similar in an email that's worse than that, and I'm going to.
Oh yeah.
I've had it for a year.
Oh wow.
And I have not said anything about it. I've kept quiet about it because I don't want to be the one to bash other companies.
It's already happening. So,
But it's happening now, and it's like, all right, I want people to know it's not just happening to the big guns.
if it means anything to you,
They're
talk
doing
about it.
some shady stuff, and my response to it ended like I have not heard from them since.
Yeah.
And
I still like the camera, man. I'm
Yeah.
not.
They don't need to be this way. The camera is awesome.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it is.
I loved it. I had one. I ended up
never
selling
would've
it after I got
guessed
the
when-
OBSBot Tiny 2, but I sold it because I didn't want it to collect dust. It's too good of a camera for not to be used.
When Bark said that that's what he was using, I was blown away. I was like, what?
Awesome camera.
Yeah.
So why are they doing that? And I think Alfondo said the same thing. Like, you don't need to do this. This is beneath you. Like, your stuff is good. I love your stuff. But he made a video how they said, please don't tell people that we're sponsoring you because we want it to look trustworthy. Well, we're trustworthy if we tell the truth. You're sponsoring the video. It's a webcam. They can see for themselves what the video quality is. It's not like I'm telling you what's in this box, a vacuum cleaner, and we're not going to plug it in so you could see how it works, or sell you a TV that's not plugged in.
Yeah.
Our videos are showing you the video quality of the webcam. It speaks for itself.
Yeah. I fear that it's going to hurt him.
They did something that I was not okay. They offered something that says I'm done. No. Well,
Save it.
they asked me to do something, and I said I will make a video, but I sent them my ethics statement right after in the same response. I'd love to make a video comparing your webcam to other. I'd love to make another video on your webcam.
Yeah.
But here's my ethics statement about how I roll when I do my videos, what goes in it, what I say, all that stuff. And they sent an email. Okay, I forwarded it to our team. We'll let you know. That was almost a year ago. And I've never heard from them since. And iPhonedo, he has a similar situation, but I think mine is worse than his. As far as integrity.
You need to do this video.
I have the email, and I was talking to Bronson. I talked to Bronson about everything this week. We were talking, and I was like, "Man, I got this email. I've had it for a year, but I don't want to be that guy that does that to a company." And he's like, "Man, if that were me, and if I had that, the people need to know that.
Yeah.
People need to know that that's what they're doing because it
Is that not
changes
what
the way
you got
do the
into this
reviews."
for?
Huh?
Is that not what you got into video reviews for?
It's kind of what he's like. This is what we do. So I'm gonna make a video tomorrow of me I'm gonna show the email on the screen, and this is why we do what we do, and this is why when I say my ethics statement, I always say full disclosure. I send all my vendors an ethics statement in which they have to agree to before I make a review, and I tell them you can send me stuff, but it's not going to guarantee that I'll make a video review if you send it to me. If I do make a video, I'm not going to promise you any outcome. It's all bets are off, good or bad.
I'm not
And,
big
yeah.
enough to have one, but I'm gonna. If I keep doing,
Don't
doing a
wait till you're
review,
big.
yeah.
Don't wait
Yep.
till you're big, because a
Yeah.
lot of companies will take advantage of you because you're small.
Mm.
And if you have an ethics statement that basically says that, the ones that want to take advantage of you will move on. And the ones that send you stuff, you're scot-free. Like,
Right.
okay, they
Good.
know my thing. They send it to me. And 9 times out of 10, when I say yes to something, I already want to make it. Like, honestly, if they offer it to me and I'm looking at it, I'll go on YouTube. I'll look at the review. Okay, that interests me. Yes, I'll do a
I
review
think
on
it's
it.
such a good idea, the whole ethics statement thing. The first
Yeah.
person I saw that did it was Tom Buck,
Yes.
and then I saw you, and I was
And
like, you know what?
Mine came from his. He
Oh,
helped
did
me
it?
make.
Yeah.
He helped me make mine.
It's just such a good. I don't know. I like that.
And so I was not wanting to do it, but I was like, you know what? All these people keep telling me what to say, what to do. Make sure it includes this, and I'm like, no. Or, you got 21 days to make a video once you get it. I'm like, that's not how my process works. I like to test long term. Sometimes I get a microphone, I'm so giddy about it in the beginning that I over evaluate it because I love it. It's new. It's a shiny new toy.
Right.
So I'll do a quick open box review, and then 2 weeks later I'll go back and do my closing, because now I've used it for 2 weeks. It's not new. It's not shiny. Then I do my final
You know what
thoughts.
you know what it's capable of.
Yeah.
That's what like was such a buzzkill when I got this Vocaster, and I'm not upset with them. They held up on it. It was just I wanted to do a video so bad, and then when I got it and I hooked it up, it didn't work right.
And how long did it take for them to fix it and send you a replacement? Did they fix it or send you a whole new one?
They just sent me a new one.
That's what I love about that company.
Yeah, they just sent me a new one, and they literally. I sent mine back. That's the only part I didn't like, and I get it. I get it because they can't. They don't want to get shafted by us. But they won't send you nothing until you send yours back.
Yeah. So you got to go without for a little bit.
Exactly. I had to go without, which I had my MVX2U. But
Good one.
it was like maybe 4 days turnaround.
That's not bad.
No.
I was curious when you said you got a bad one. It's like, okay, every company does it. They send every now and then you get a bad egg. So now that I got a bad one, how do they treat you? That's the bigger
It
thing.
worked virtually through the Vocaster hub. Everything worked fine. But the buttons, like the mute button, the knobs worked, but the buttons at the bottom didn't work, and all the lights were just solid pink all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It was so weird. I sent them
Which
pictures.
is weird. It's either red or green.
Yeah, no, it was pink.
And you had pink.
And they were all lit up. Everything, both sides were lit up. Both voice meters, everything was lit up pink.
Yeah. For those that are trying to look, we're talking about these lights right here.
Yeah.
And they were all pink on yours.
All pink. Yeah. Nothing moved. Nothing. It didn't flash. It didn't flicker. It was just all
Not
pink.
too sure, but I think I got a bad one.
Yeah, I sent them a picture, and they're like, "Yeah, that's a faulty." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to be.
yeah."
All right, that's good to know. I'm glad to hear that. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna Tuesday night we're gonna have a podcast with Bronson. Then next Friday night back on the LeveL podcast. We'll have Clay on next week. So
Dave Soltera just chimed in.
oh,
From the
Dave, man,
Philippines.
I love. Let me see. I love Dave, man. He has got some high energy. Like he makes me.
I know.
He puts me in a good mood.
He does voices, I think, for like video games and stuff. Voiceover
yeah.
actor.
Here we go. Let's catch up on our comments real quick. Some people did comment. Great stream, guys. Go until you're done.
Go until you're done.
We'll be here till Sunday.
Yeah.
I just got the Elgato MK2 face. I want to get that.
It looks pretty good.
I like. I'm upset too because I love the OBSBot Meet 4K at 145. I love it, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna like the MK2 better. But it's the same price, so I do want to get it. I do want to get
"Hey,
it.
guys."
Yeah. So, all right, Dave Soltura. Is it Soltura or Soltura? I want to make sure I get that right.
Yeah, I don't know. I say Soltura.
Soltura.
Soltura,
That's how
but-
I say it. So if that's right, Dave, let us know. I want to make sure I get you right. It's a shame. I suppose there's really a risk to purchasing old stock. Yeah, and when you said that, I'm like, are we buying the Bad Batch? Is that why it's on sale? Like,
Is that why it's $99?
yeah, like, oh, that stuff was stored outside for a year. It should have been inside. Let's put it on sale, But mine was good.
Saltura. So he said the first pronunciation.
Saltura. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I love my Vocaster. I do too. It's just so easy to use, and it's so good.
It's easy, but to me, it's also the sound, man. It just sounds good.
Yeah, it's a professional sound. Like a professional might not agree, but like to 99% of all people who watch YouTube podcasts, they're not sound engineers. They're like,
I'm not I'm definitely not that. Nope.
I'm not.
Nope.
I couldn't hold a shoelace to what Dave knows about microphone. I'll just tell you right there, watching his stuff. Yep, Dave. Hey guys, and first pronunciation. Yep. But yeah, I was watching Dave's video today.
Yeah.
I forgot what microphone was it?
The Tank. Well, that's what I was watching.
Yeah, the Tank 3.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
he did the Tank 3.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there watching him do his unboxing. I'm like, dude, I got to up my game. Like, Bronson at Audio Hotline makes me feel like I need to be a shoe salesman with his B-roll. Dave makes me feel like I need to be a shoe salesman because of his unboxing. Like, he's got 2 cameras and he's just at this flow.
Hey, see who's,
hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bark. What's up, Bark?
Yeah. Bark's here. Was fortunate my Vocaster 2 worked. Thanks again.
We got 3, 1, 2. Well, I'm on the show of one of my favorites, and then 2 of my other favorites are all chiming in.
Yes, I love it.
This is awesome.
These guys are like I have
Idols.
I have my I call them my Mount Rushmore of audio guys. Like
yeah.
Obscure Mics, Bronson, Bark,
Yep.
Tom Buck, Mark Bennett from Camera Crisis is there.
I've got Aiden in there.
Yeah.
Dark Corner.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, Dark Corner.
I was talking to Ain't No One Beating Bronson, Mike B-roll.
Right.
When he showed the behind the scene, when you showed the behind the scenes of your B-roll and you were doing color correction, I'm like, I give up. I'm done. I'm just, you know what? I'm out.
It's just like, that's it.
I didn't get the car. I got to go apply at Foot Locker. I'm done. I'm out of here.
All right, Al Bundy. Selling shoes.
All we need is Tom to chime in now. Come on, Tom.
That would be, look, always.
East Coast. It's 7:43 for you.
Is he East Coast?
He's Arizona, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's where Kevin is. Texas or Arizona. He's out west, Midwest.
Gotcha.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Man. But yeah, those are my guys. And I was talking to Bronson. We were texting back and forth. He's like, "So what's your setup?" I'm like, "I got 2 Sony ZV-10s. I got a Sigma 30mm and a Sigma 16mm." He says, "Sounds like a Mark Bennett setup." I said, "That's exactly who picked it for me."
Yeah.
It's like, I got this much money and I want to do video production work on the side. I want to get into it, but I don't want to break the bank. I don't know how good I'm going to be at it, but I want to be able to use it for YouTube. I want to shoot commercials for like social media for people. And what do I get? And he's like, Sigma ZV-E10, baby, all day long, Sigma lens.
Dual
Dave, that's what you're using?
Yeah.
See? That thing is a powerhouse. Mark Bennett calls it his Dougie. It's his Doug camera. He calls it Doug. So I got to name mine. I don't know what to name them, but
see,
awesome.
I haven't gotten to the realm where I can justify spending the money to buy these cameras like that. I just can't do it yet.
I have 2, but I only paid for 1, and I'll tell you why. I ordered mine. I sold my Sony a6000 and I sold some other gear that I had to get that. So I sold the money I needed plus what I had saved up. And I ordered a Sony ZV-10 and it got lost. Amazon lost it. So I kept like, all right, it's supposed to be here 5 days. They're supposed to be here yesterday. Well, wait 3 days. Wait for it.
What do you say? Don't do it.
Don't do it, Clay. We're just talking about you, Mark. We're like, man, our next podcast is going to be on webcams. Why you don't need to do it. Don't need to do it.
I'm afraid to touch this, man.
Yeah.
Like
I'm telling you, you're so crisp.
It works well.
I'm like, okay, you paid nothing from your, like, you have a cell phone.
Well, I mean, it's an expensive phone.
But you didn't say, all right, I want to do this. I got to go buy something. You already had it. And you've got that.
Yes.
On the left, I paid $1,300 for altogether. All the stuff that's on this camera right now, the lens and the gear and the cables and All right. Who was the smart person here? Who was the idiot and who was the smart guy? All right. And when I'm doing this, I'm slapping myself virtually right now.
Right, yeah.
That's what I did.
He's like, hey.
Words of wisdom, Bart. Yep.
Not a soul
your video
is bitching about your videos.
That's right, dude. Your stuff is banging and your video is good. And because you don't have that big depth behind you, the bokeh would not really hit with an expensive camera. So why?
Oh, yeah, I
why
don't have
bother?
a room. Yeah, until I get a room, nothing's changing.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about his pop filter in the beginning. When we first started the podcast, I asked him, what microphone are you using? That sounds awesome. And he's like, dude, you should know this. I'm like, I don't. I'm looking at it. He's like, that's a K669D. I'm like, I started the podcast with this. I was all excited to use
Now
it.
you're just like,
So they're like, Mike, try your K699D to begin the podcast. So I did. And they're all like, dude, the K669D sounds so much better.
he says the purple. So this pop filter is for the Beacon.
Yeah.
And all I did was, because the Beacon pop filter has like a trim ring on the bottom that must lock into something on there. I cut that off. Just there you go.
Yeah. Oh, I did. I've done that too. Like for my Shure MV7, the SM7B was too long for me. It's like, all right, it looks like this little. It looked like a pelican thing. I have these quirks. Those are my quirks, right?
Or like a toucan.
So I cut like half an inch off of it, so it would be symmetrically even, the front to the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm stupid. I know.
Bart got a purple signature series.
You did get the purple one. I was wondering because I had it in my cart. I'm like, do I get the purple and just show Bark? Like, hey, guess what I got? But I saw the red. I'm like, oh, it just looks so sharp.
It does. It does look good.
Then I put my Rode Pod mic USB pop filter on it upside down. I'm like, that looks so epic.
You should switch.
If Darth Vader started a podcast on the Death Star, this is his setup.
You have Bark listening. You should switch over to the NT1.
Yeah. All right, so Bark, here we go. This is the K669D with our lovely setup that we always talk about, the Shure SM7B pop filter, K669D. I'm now switching to a $170 mic. Here we go. And this is the Rode NT1. We can take the pop filter off. This is the Rode NT1. $169 professional voiceover microphone, and let me turn the. I think I might have. Yeah, I have processing on. Turn it off. All right, so this is the Rode NT1 Signature Series with no processing, and this is the Rode NT1 with the same processing I have on the K669D. Now let's switch back. And this is the K669D with the Shure SM7B.
It's like so crazy.
And everybody was telling me to get off the Rode NT1 and finish with the. I was like, man, I spent $170 on this microphone, and now I got.
And it doesn't sound bad. The NT1, it doesn't sound bad. It just doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, it's just deeper and richer, and I don't know.
Mark said he's listening on his phone.
I do too. I do, but Bark, let me tell you something. Where he said this, but he's got me on something, and he's right. He brought up on one of his videos that he always does it. He likes to listen to microphones, test, and reviews in his car.
Me too.
Because most people are listening in their transit. So I'm like, he's got a good point. So what I do now, and I've done this in the last 3 reviews, and 2 of them I haven't posted yet, but they're going. I will record the segments, upload them to YouTube, and then play the video in my car. Like I have my phone Bluetoothed into my stereo, and I listen to that. Not the recorded wave version unaltered. I want the YouTube compressed version. How does this microphone? And oh my gosh, it is so much different than what you hear in your headphones, what you hear on your computer monitors. It is a completely different sound. So it's like, I want to incorporate that into my reviews. Okay, I like this one for how it sounds in my headphones. I like this one how it sounds in studio monitors, and I like how this sounds
In a
in the
car.
car. Like, this is a great car.
And he's right too,
podcast.
because he said a lot of cars
Yes.
sound really good. And you ask my daughter, every time I pick my daughter up, there's a YouTube video playing. I'm listening to music. I'm listening to YouTube videos because it sounds good.
Yeah. Live stream consultants, no contest, K669D for the win. This $37 microphone is killing and I had processing on the road.
That's four times
on that.
That's 4 times less.
I know, it's so depressing, and it looks so pretty.
It is pretty.
So
Pretty disappointing.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding.
What do you say? And it sounds like cats fighting in a fishbowl.
Yeah. Cats fighting in a fishbowl.
Not helping me. You're not helping me. Chad said, I only use my anchor work from my podcast. When shooting my vlog videos, I use the DJI Osmo Action 4. He loves that one. Especially, I remember Chad saying the microphone on that one. That's what he loves most about it. That camera's a beast.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so Bark saying, got to think 75% of any audio is listening to a car. Exactly.
Yeah, on your commute.
So I've done my video review on the Rode NT1 Signature Series, and I was loving it in my headphones. I was just, oh my gosh, this sounds great. And then I got in the car, and I'm like, it had an echo to it, like a reverb. And it's not in my recording, it's not in my headphones, but when I play it in the car, it doesn't sound, I don't like the way the Signature Series sounds on a YouTube video in a car. I didn't like it. No, the only way I did like it, that's how I got on this. I'm like, all right, let me go back home. So again, I started buying pop filters left and right to see what kind of sound I could get for a car. I'm sorry. It's Midwest versus East Coast. Car, Midwest, core, East Coast. But yeah, I started doing it, and the only sound I liked in the car was when I put the Rode PodMic pop filter on it. And I think the metal plastic rings around it, deflecting some of that sound, changes the frequency enough that was the only sound I liked. And I did like this one, and this is on Amazon too. It's specific to the Rode NT1s, and I found that. And again, that was the only one I liked. But again, it looks like, Russian Bolsheviks dancing in the Arctic, upside down.
Put on my hat. It's cold outside.
Yeah, I feel like I need to. Hello, welcome to the podcast. The Russians are awesome. That's how I feel. I got to talk with a Russian accent to use this thing. I can't do it. Let's see what we got here. But yeah, probably not YouTube, of course, but anything else.
Yeah.
Mike, I should buy another K669D and take it apart completely, strip it bare, aluminum, and then anodize the fire engine red and send it to you. Dude, if you do that,
that's really
I'll
cool.
pay for it. I'll pay for it. Man, if I could get that body on this microphone.
Strip it down to the bare aluminum.
I'll send you a K669D if you can do that. That would be awesome. You tell me.
He might have a thing going because I want a purple one. Tell me how much.
Yeah.
I'll send you the mic. We'll send you the mics. Yeah.
Yeah, I will pay. Absolutely, man. I love it. Not the roadkill pop filter.
The roadkill one. Is that a possum?
Yeah. Didn't realize you were doing giveaway, Mike. Fingers crossed for a second Tank 3. Well, that's the thing. Next month, Fafine, I already forgot who won the first one. I'll have to go back.
I did, but
yeah, Clay won it, and he's like, "No, I don't want to do it. I was the co-host," and we showed it. Like he pulled it out as Clay won it. So we did another drawing to give it to someone else. But the Tank 3 was this winner, and we announced that today. But next month, Fafine is going to award a winner. But here's what next month is going to be: whoever wins gets to pick the microphone they want. That's what Fafine told me. So I was like, well. To do the first one, they wanted me to pick. I'm like, well, just give me the newest one, which was the Tank 3, the one with the most hype around it or whatever.
What did they have to do to enter? I don't even remember.
All you have to do is watch the podcast. So if you're on the podcast and you comment, you're always going to be in the drawing monthly and it doesn't mean like this specific podcast. I had all the names of anybody who's commented in any of my podcasts for this. Because they told me I had to do it. They wanted me to. I said I would start. Thank you, Bark, for pushing me on this one to start memberships and do a live podcast for memberships. So it was going to be a members only podcast. And Fafine said, well, we'll give you a microphone to give away to just your members. Well, then Bronson brought it up to me that YouTube will not allow you to do that. You can't do members only giveaways. So what he did was he said that he was going to just everybody gets to enter, but members get an extra entry for every dollar that they're a member. So I was like, oh, cool, that's what I'll do. That got me out of it. So it was a members giveaway, but members had a better chance to win because you have more entries. So if you're a member, whatever you pay, your name is in there once just for being a part of the podcast and commenting. So it's already in there for the next one. But if you're a member, you'll get extra entries for every dollar that you're a member. So that's how you're in there, and that's how you can increase your chances to win a mic. But next month will be you get to choose the mic you want. I tell Fafine which one you picked. They send it to me. Then I send it to you. If you're in the U.S. So, Bark, I don't love the N1, honestly. It's really good for $1.60, but it's a bit dull to me. Not enough character. I'm feeling like I was really excited about it when I first got it, Bark, but I've already worn off on it. Like,
sucks. I know.
This is depressing, but I'm already back on my Earthworks ethos. I was in love with it for about 3 days because it was new and the color was right, and I just thought it looked epically awesome.
It does look awesome
when you've got that on there. I love that look upside down. When I turn it upside right, it looks horrible. I don't know why it does this. Let me fix this for a minute so you can see how bad it looks the other way. Are we there? Okay.
Yeah.
I hit the side of my mouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you turn it upside down. Let me turn this. Now it just looks like it's got a growth.
How is this true?
So I was like, I'm not a fan of that look. So if I use this, it's got to be upside down. Upside right, it's like, what is that doing there? Now you have to take it off.
Yeah, it looks better like that.
Yeah, so upside right, it's no pop filter. Upside down, I put the pop filter on it because it just looks weird. So, but yeah, I was all excited about the Rode NT1. And then I watched Bronson's video where he compared the NT4 to this, and he loved the NT4. I like the sound of the NT4 like him better because I like how it's deeper and it's not not so thin. And we've heard that a couple times tonight. People saying that the Signature Series to them compared to these other microphones sounds too thin.
Yeah, very tinny.
Yeah. So bought the Wig series strictly as the baseline condenser for openings.
Signature.
Oh, Sig series. Okay, I was like, the Wig series? Is that? I never heard that one. Now I got to buy another mic.
You missed that one. Well, actually, you had the Wig series a minute ago.
Oh, yeah, technically.
Yeah, there's the Wig series.
I've like this one here. See, I didn't plan on this, guys. I was planning on using this. Now I got to carry this thing all night long.
Yeah.
This is the, evil Russian hat, right? This is the Deity V-Mic D4 pop filter. Dead cat filter, and then there was this guy, which was the Russian thing, and then the Shure SM7B pop filter on it, and then this. So
see you later, Bark. He said bye.
Yep, he's out. All right. The Clay Show. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. All right.
Man, he must be responding to something that
we said earlier. Yeah.
We forget. Yeah.
All right. Have a great evening, fellas. Yep. Thank you, Bart. Love you.
Yes.
Have a good one. Can't wait to see that video. If he hasn't gone yet, dude, you've got me on the edge of my seat for this review of that tiny microphone.
I know.
I have spent hours on Amazon scrolling through. I've blown it up, big screen, freeze frame it, and I'm on Amazon. Like, what microphone is that? And I can't figure it out. It sounds so good. Yeah, so I'm on the edge of my seat for that video.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
That is crazy. If you look at that number.
Hours.
3 hours later.
I'm telling you. We got to wrap this up. We're going to have nothing to talk about next week.
Yeah, right?
Alrighty. So, Clay, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. This was fun.
absolute blast. And like I said, this is gonna have to be a weekly thing, I think.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
I told my wife, I said, I think I've been looking for years. I said, man, I want to have a co-host that I could really like vibe with, man. And she's been looking and looking, and we were talking, and I saw your video, and I looked at her. I said, man, we're gonna do a podcast this week. I got you. I got a feeling before I'm over, I'm gonna look at him and say, I found my co-host.
There you go.
Yeah,
I am all for it. I've got
we got to come up with a name like Bark and
long
Bronson have
oh,
obscure
yeah.
hotline. Like we got to come up with the Level Up Chronicles. I don't know.
I don't know. How about we have everybody else name it for us?
There you go.
We can like vote on it.
Yeah, that's how we got the On the Level. It was you guys telling me what a good episode was.
Yeah.
Got to have Dave on here, man. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yep.
Dave, I'd love to have you on. You let us know. Have
He's
you on here
just
with us
out
too.
of bed.
Dave, where do you live?
He's in the Philippines.
Is he?
Pretty sure.
I want because I see his emails from like 5:10 in the morning. I'm like, dude, this guy's a machine.
Yeah.
5 in the morning, he's doing stuff. He's in the Philippines.
Chad said I named this podcast.
Yes, Chad did. Yep.
Yeah.
He nailed it.
Yep.
Yep. So, all right, let me see here. Oh, let's see here. On the K669D,
What?
is not aluminum at all. It feels like zinc, which means it will need to be powder coated red. I don't know what that means, but
powder.
if you
I know
do,
what powder coating means.
what does that mean?
So my ex, her husband does. Well, he used to. He used to do powder coating, and they bake it in.
Oh, okay. Well, like we said, we'll pay.
Yep, they bake the color in. I think that's how it goes.
The Chronicles leveled up. We're on to something. Got to keep this dialogue going.
11 a.m. He says.
11 a.m.
I told you he was probably just waking up. I used to have a coworker. Well, I was a dispatcher and he was a driver, and he was from the Philippines. And he said that when he would leave, I think he would leave out of like the West Coast. He would be on the plane for 22 hours, and the sun would never go down. If he left in the morning, it would never go down. By the time he got there, it was 22 hours later, and the sun it never got dark. And I was like, that's one heck of a
That's like
flight,
Alaska, where 30 days with no night. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Dave, man, 11 a.m. It's 11 p.m. here.
Yeah. See, so 20.
My bedtime is 9 o'clock.
11 a.m. here.
And it's not because I intentionally go to bed at 9. I pass out.
You're
at 9.
done at 9.
Yeah, I turn the TV on at 9, and I'm asleep on the floor.
That's another sign. I kept you going.
Yeah, that's absolutely like I'm still here, and I had the best night I've had in a long time, man. This is great stuff.
Cool. Yeah.
So absolutely, Dave, we got to get you on here. You got to let us know what time is a good time to have you on here for a podcast.
I would love to. He's another one. I mean, all of you guys, but he's another one that I just like hearing his voice. Whatever he talks about. What do you say?
I live in the future because he's technically 15 hours ahead or 12 hours ahead. I see you have 100,000 subs. I wish.
Oh, that's nice. That's great.
I honestly don't ever realistically see that happening. I mean, Tom Buck is, to me, a special situation. Like, he's just got the magic. I would love to get there.
He's good.
I'd love to get there.
You know what he's got going for him is he was a teacher.
Yeah. This was his niche.
That's
before
what
it was a
YouTube
niche.
is about. It's about learning.
Yeah.
And if you can teach.
I take stuff out for a test drive and look like an idiot while doing it and entertain. I'm an entertainer that holds a microphone. That's all I do.
He's holding one because the one that he mounted.
Nobody likes it.
Oh, look, it fell over.
See what I mean? This thing, 4 pounds. Crazy. So yeah, Kasich, man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find a microphone next week just to make me feel better. I don't know. I got something in here. We'll see what we got. Is the K669D all you have? Or did you have another microphone too, or is that the one?
No, well, I have others. I can't even remember what they're called. They're a Fifine K678.
Okay.
It's like the Blue Yeti.
Yeah.
It's got the different patterns. It's got 4 different patterns, pickup patterns. Then there was another Fifine I really can't remember the name of it. It's like a. Do I have the box? No. But it was another one of those little stand. It goes on a little stand. It looks like a kind of a smaller version of a Blue Yeti. But yeah, all I have is these two. I need to pick up another one just so I can do a review. I want to test the waters and doing reviews.
So Dave, since we got you here, like we started 3 hours ago. So is 3 hours from earlier so it's 11 a.m. where you're at now. So is 8 too early? Here's another thing. Like me and Clay can take off, and then we just invite you in when you're ready to jump in.
When it's available, yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to be here for the whole thing.
Chime into the comments and say, "I'm ready. I had my coffee."
Yeah, say I'm ready, and I'll send you a link. Bring you in. Sound good? The toner TD, I have that. Let me get through. We all love a good crash and burn occasionally. Woo. I almost had crash and burn with that one. Let's keep in touch, fellas. I'd love to join in. Absolutely. By the way, Clay, fine. Keep saying it's pronounced fine, and I get all the flack for it. I know. And they tell me the same thing, and I'm like, well, then put another N in there, and I'll say it.
I hear him say it all the time, and it's just,
and he says it right.
It is. It's because we live in America, and we're so stubborn about that.
Yeah, we're obnoxious. Obnoxious Americans.
If you're not paying it, spelling it the way it's whatever.
Yeah.
So fine.
Yeah, it is fine. And I honestly, I need to say it right because for fine. See, look, fine treats me so right and so good because I can be 100% honest, and it's always great job. And they're so ready to send me another stuff. They love the feedback. They want the feedback. They've called me before, or they've sent me an email saying, "Hey, we're getting ready to design another mic. What would you like to see in the next mic?" And like, wow, and I have no idea what mic they're talking about, or if it was the Tank 3 that they used my input on. They don't tell me that part. Say, we're getting ready to do a mic. We noticed you like this one and this one. What do you like about that? And what would you like to see in the next one? I'm like, wow, thank you. Metal. That's all I said. Like your audio level, like Mayano versus you are pretty much the forerunners for budget under $100 entry level stuff. I said Mayano's got metal, but it's a thin metal. Your stuff sounds better, but it's the plastic. If you could Dave and I were talking about this in the comments, like the AM8. If you could somehow wrap the AM8 in a metal body, oh my gosh, I'd be all over that one, all over it.
Yeah, I like his. What did you say? I'll take the flag. Yeah, free engagement. The next comment I like.
All right, was it feedback for them? 24-bit and let Fifine be the official pronunciation.
Yeah, he was mentioning that in his video of the Tank 3. He's like, for the love of God, give us 24-bit.
I know, I know. Like, and what we say about 24-bit, to me, like 24-bit is like high definition. There's, like, I have YouTube TV for my TV app downstairs, and if I just get the basic package, it's 720p definition, and it's fine. But then you got to pay more if you want like 1080 sports or 4K sports. Like 24-bit is like higher definition to where in post-production, Dave, you probably can back me up on this one. 24-bit is like when you go into post-production and you want to start changing the tone of your microphone in post. 24-bit's where it's at. 16-bit are for the people that are never they're going to plug and play how it sounds out of the box or whatever processing I can get on my Vocaster, and that's it. And that's fine. But if you want to get in there and want to start doing stuff after in editing, that's where the 24-bit really comes in.
Is 24-bit and like there's a 32, I think, right?
32-bit flow.
So is that kind of like when I do photos or video, I shoot in RAW because it gives me way more dynamic range in post. Mm-hmm. I have a lot more to work with. There's more information. Is that the same?
Yeah, 32-bit flow is like if you get someone who doesn't know anything about mics and they get right up on it and they like my 10-year-old daughter in one video, she got up on there and just shouted as loud as she can. And I did not have that mic set up for that. I didn't have my limiter on it. I didn't have anything. And it was to this day, it ruined my thing, my video. 32-bit would keep her from doing that to the mic. If she shouted, it would keep,
it would stop that.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave was saying absolutely 24-bit really helps. 16-bit sounds like a bit overcooked when processed at times. Yeah, so that's the
Okay.
YouTube thing, like where they talk about YouTube compresses all their videos. 16-bit, if a mic isn't dialed in, if it's one of those ones that's really strong in a certain way, high
Yeah.
end or low end, 16-bit, then YouTube cooks it with their compression. It could really make it sound nowhere near how it's supposed to. So 24-bit helps you kind of bring that back.
That helps me understand it better too.
Yeah. And Dave said same thing. I like RAW versus JPEG.
No, he's saying yes. It's like
RAW
what I was
versus
saying.
JPEG, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So there's more information to mess with in post
Yes.
if you want to edit and EQ and
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
If it's a dead sound,
So now I need to know.
there's less you can do to get it crisp and clear.
You could almost clip
Yeah.
a little at 24 and recover. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I've done that. Like with 24-bit on my mics, I've clipped, but I've been able to hide it a little bit in the EQ. Like I'll edit in my waveform, I'll see where I clip, and I'll try to bring it just that one spot down and kind of change the EQ a little bit, and it hides it a little bit.
So what mics are offering 24-bit?
Fifine? I can't remember off the top of my head if anything is. I don't think Fifine has done 24-bit.
No, they don't. That's what he was talking about in his video. But I'm wondering who does. Like, what would if that's something that I would need? Who would I go to?
Like Rode does 24-bit. There's some cheaper microphones that are now doing 24-bit. I don't know if the Fiduce is 24-bit.
He said every Mayano.
Oh, really? I didn't know every Mayano did that.
Because the 400 sounds really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was talking about that 400X earlier. That is an amazing mic.
688.
I would love to see the AM8 and 688. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Dude, Fine does not know how much of a gold mine they're sitting on. If they would take the capsule and the guts of the AM8 and wrap it in a metal body.
I have that one too. I forgot.
Yes.
I lent it to a friend. That thing sounds good.
To me, I recommend the AM8 to people who are like, all right, Mike, I want to start a podcast. I only have $60 to spend on a mic.
And I don't know what to do.
I don't know how to EQ or anything. I want to be able to just take it out of the box and use it. What should I use? I tell them AM8 for sure, but just make sure you put it on a mic stand or a boom arm and don't touch it.
Right.
It's super sensitive.
Hollow and
But if you don't touch the mic out of the box, you're going to sound. I mean, to me, I love the AM8 out of the box more than any other mic as far as what you get out of the box.
So 400X.
Yeah, 400X for sure is so crisp and clear.
Might be looking for that next.
Yeah, it's not a dark mic at all. It reminds me of the Lewitt LCT 240 Pro, but it's a dynamic. It's dynamic. Like the Lewitt LCT 240 Pro is a condenser microphone that is crisp, clear, and leans towards that high end.
Mm-hmm. And it's like $79 right now.
What, the 400X?
No, the Lewitt.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. Well, how much does it normally sell for?
It used to be $119 and now it's or $129, something like that, but it's been $99 for a while.
Let
me look. Let me see. I'm gonna look right now.
That's what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure.
If it's $79, then I'm gonna buy another one just because. No, it's $90. Oh no, Sweetwater has it on sale.
Sweetwater, yeah.
Dave, Sweetwater, $79 for a Lewitt LCT 240 Pro.
Yeah. I almost was like, I'm gonna buy one today when I saw that.
This was my number one favorite microphone up until the Earthworks Ethos came out.
Did Bark put that out? I don't remember now. He's gone, so.
That it was 79?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me.
I think he did. I think he posted it, like on the community tab.
Here we go. I'm at my right here. Yeah, look at this.
Would you pull it up?
Yep.
Yeah, $79.
Unbelievable. Because you get that shock mount. That shock mount is $40, and the metal pop filter. Where's mine? There's a metal pop filter you can get with it. That's $25. So at $80, then you get the shock mount for $40. You're at $120, $145 for everything all together. Is my math right? 40, 80, 40,
Yeah.
120, 145 for everything all together.
Maybe it wasn't Park. I don't know. I saw it somewhere today, and I looked it up on Sweetwater, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dave. Looking forward to USB XLR condensers. Man, I know. Condensers are those are my. I didn't realize this. I was going to.
Condensers,
I
oh.
went to my top 4 microphones, and they were all condenser mics. Like my top 4 favorite ones. Take price out of it. The Lewitt LCT 240 Pro, the
Yeah.
Earthworks Ethos, the Earthworks SR117. And it was the Rode Signature Series when I first opened it, but I've already starting to come down on it. Like it's no longer in my top 4. Just now that I've
Wow.
had it 2 weeks, it's like top 10, but not top 4. I think tonight pushed the K669D back into my top 4 because everybody was saying go to the
Dude, it just sounds
stop
good.
using the Rode.
They were
Go
saying
back
that
to the
about both of
F5.
us.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, it just sounds so good."
What did somebody say? It sounded like a cat scratching
The
a bowl.
NG1, yeah, a cat fight in a fishbowl.
Yeah. Blake, please don't
That's what it
tempt
was.
me with that sale.
Yeah,
I value
he's
my
like, "I
marriage.
value my
I know.
marriage."
Someone said, so what is it? So how do you do it? Like, how do you get started? I said, first you have to learn how to embezzle. Like you're going to have to learn how to move money out of your wife's checking account without her knowing. Like, okay, I took $20 out of the checking account today because I took a $20 cash withdrawal because we went somewhere and it was a drive-through, didn't want to give my card. But really, I took peanut butter and jelly sandwich to work that day, and I took the $20, put it off the
I
side.
remember you talking. Yeah, you talked about this before. Yeah,
Yeah, buying like Amazon gift cards, chunks
good
of them.
idea. Hey, I
building
need
it up.
money for lunch this week.
Yeah, and then just
And
like
just don't
pack your
eat.
lunch.
Yeah, I'll bring ramen noodles.
I'm telling you, Casey, it should be. You can't argue it.
Top 2, yeah, it's a good mic.
Can't argue it, especially with this pop filter on it.
It's been a
amazing.
a
But
hot
without it,
topic tonight.
it's brighter without it, and it's more in presence, and it sounds better on Chad's voice too without the pop filter. But with it, but for me, my voice is too high. It's too high pitched. I have a nasally voice, so I love the thicker pop filter to bring it down a little bit.
I have a deep voice already. I just like the way it sounds when I use the even the thicker ones, like the big thick. It sounds good.
Yep. Whew. All right, man, 3.
Tired yet?
I'm not tired yet, but it's like, dude, I'm losing my voice. We've been doing this so long tonight. I'm
is
literally
great.
listening to my voice go away. Talking 3 hours and 13 minutes, man. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go because it's like all of a sudden Dave's here. It's like, oh, Dave's here.
I know.
And look at live stream consultants, dude. They've been here from the beginning. You
haven't
guys are a
stopped.
machine.
Yeah. That's great.
Woo.
I'm
right.
gonna have to go and subscribe to them just because they've been so diligent on here tonight.
Yes. Yep. Let's start a new mic niche trend. Extreme durability. Clay, please take over.
Let's start a new mic niche trend. Extreme durability. Test it. Oh, tests featuring the K669D and the Tank 3. Okay.
Drop it off a house. What's the extreme test? Like, are we going to run over it with the car?
Do you remember they were what was it on that they were doing that with microphones all the time? And they were using the SM58. They were putting it in like tar,
running over a car with it,
running over it with a backhoe or like a bulldozer. They did all kinds of stuff with them, and they were still working. Putting them in hot oil, like cooking oil. Yeah, I forget what it was. There was something that like some show.
It wouldn't be that expensive. I mean, it was the K669D. I'm upset that I missed it. I literally found it with like 3 minutes left in the hot sale, the flash sale on Amazon. $31. It's like, I can't even get my card out fast enough.
I'm over here like squeezing it, wondering.
I know.
Would it survive? I don't know.
I think it would.
We could do that.
I'm willing to test it. Get the video out of me running over it with my car.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that to the Tank 3. $90.
But you got to find a way to hook it up so that it's on while you're doing it so we can hear the.
Yeah. That was one of the reasons, too, I picked the Tank 3 for the giveaway. A lot of people struggle paying $90 for that mic when the Lewitt $79 or $99. It gets Dark Corner said, like, once you get that $99 territory,
Yeah.
that $90 territory, you're getting in some pretty thick company. So
There's
it's like,
a lot of
we'll
there's a
give the
lot in
Tank
that
3 away.
space.
'Cause you're not paying anything for it, and you get the great mic.
Run over mics.
What did it say?
He's
All
talking
right,
about. He's like, yeah, run over mics.
it all been on the back of my mind. It's not a waste if it worked.
What a waste.
If they survive. Because honestly, if it does work, now I'm thinking I'm going to do this. Because what makes the SM58 legendary? Because it survived the test.
Yeah.
So if we did this to the K669D and it survives, because that's the big thing. Like everybody, all right, sounds good. It's built to last. But how long will it last? Well, I ran over it with my car. And I'm using it, and okay, Dave, it's on. I'm going to do it. This one right here.
It's like, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it. And if it doesn't work, I'm telling my wife it's your fault.
I can't afford to right now. So this is, no. I have to, but I want to have to.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You got to get that on video.
Yeah. I have the K669D, K688, the TD510, and the Stage Right Memphis Blue. I remember the Stage Right Memphis. I use the K669D as my main mic as it sounds the best on my voice. The TD, and that's the thing. Like the TD510, you got to have the right voice for it. I think it's too dark for me.
The TD, is it
I got it right here. Hold on. It's a dynamic microphone. I can't. I think it's 24-bit.
He said it's a close second.
I'm using this 30-foot cable here, so I could go like down the street with this microphone. Hold on.
Oh, you're walking with the microphone?
All right, here we go.
He said, Dave said, it's on. Let's go.
Yeah, this is the toner, and it's a beautiful mic.
So it is the toner. That's all right.
Yeah, and it is a beautiful mic. It's just too thick for my voice. But I liked it in USB mode. I did like it there. But to me, to use this, I have to process it like crazy for me, for my voice. But it's built in, I mean, it's like, it's,
like
it's heavier than this.
See, now I want to try that one too.
What, you want to try this one?
No, I want to try because I've seen.
Well, give me your address and I'll ship it to you and you can try it. It just sits on my shelf. I don't do anything with it. I reviewed it and I'm done with it. I might give it away. I don't know. Do it a giveaway because it's a lot of these mics I sell on eBay to make funds to get the next mic. So, but give me your address. I'll ship it to you, and you could test it out and try it and see. I'm curious to see how it would sound on your voice because you got that deep voice.
Yeah, that's what you said it was thick, so I'm like, would it be too thick?
It's on. Let's go.
Let's go.
Bark and I are going to do a microphone switch too. He wanted to do something with the SR117, but he didn't want to pay that money for one video. I was like, well, I'll send you mine. He's like, well, we'll do a mic swap. All right, sounds good. So I don't know what we're going to send. Yeah.
You don't know what,
I have no idea what he's going to send me, but I told him I'm going to have him surprise me. If you were going to do it, run over it with a 1-ton dually diesel truck. I know a guy at the where I'm at every day who has one of those. I'm tempted to see how far we go before it stops working.
Yeah.
That might be the video that goes viral. What it took to kill. There's the video. How far I had to go to kill my fine K669.
Before I could ruin the 669.
Yeah. How far did I have to go before I finally broke it?
You know what? The way it's built, that could be a lot of videos.
It's gonna be a 3-hour video.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a pause because I got to shave. Been a week.
Yeah. Been a week.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do it. I'm motivated, and because it's affordable mic, I'll just buy a new one.
What do you have for a car?
I have a couple, and I don't have payments. I have used cars that I pay off.
It's okay. I meant like size wise.
I have a 97 Dodge Dakota pickup truck. I have a Chrysler Pacifica, which is technically is bigger than the pickup truck.
It is, yes.
That thing's a tank.
Those are huge.
My kids call it Bruce from Finding Nemo, big white shark.
Bruce.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Bruce. I've got I have access to a full-size work van. I have access to, I can have my our
Pick the heaviest.
I have our
vehicle.
maintenance guy at the church who has a dually.
That's what you need to use. If you can get a hold of it, that's what you need to do.
Hey, Kevin, come here. Run over this movie.
Come
All
run
right.
over this microphone. What?
What are we doing? It's all in the name of the Lord. Come on, let's do it. Come on. It's
Yeah.
church day. It's all right. We're good. It's a church thing. He said, my truck weighs 6,000 pounds empty.
Yeah. I have an F-150 full size, so it's I don't know. I think you need to go with the dually.
Dude, I'm gonna have him do it.
Yeah.
He's like, but if you pop my tire, you're paying for it. So I got to be careful. I don't want to pop his tire. I just had to fix my tire last Friday, which was why I was late getting started.
Because you kept putting it off.
Putting it off, and then I finally patched it myself. All right.
Yeah.
3 hours, 21 minutes.
Dave said it right. We should probably go to sleep.
What do you say? Let's see here.
You need sleep. I'm hopping off.
Dude, we are less than 40 minutes from midnight over here, and we started at 8. Well, I've been up here since 6:30 getting ready. So,
Yeah. Yep.
Because my room is destroyed. Outside of this window here, I've rearranged my room again.
Oh, you did.
I struggle because my desk becomes sloppy. So it's like, all right, I want a separate desk for my unboxing video, and I want a separate desk for my editing, and then one for live streaming. So instead of this being my one desk for everything, I got another desk, got a laptop over there, got another monitor. That's my strictly editing. Unboxings, a table over there with a camera over top of it. I'm doing my Dave thing. Like Dave's got a cool, awesome, he's got an awesome studio. I love that studio.
Yeah, I know. It's
I just stare at that thing. Like I just want to go sit in there.
He's got like sound panels.
Yeah, Dave, you are rocking the studio,
360
brother.
degrees.
I love that studio, and I love those colors too. But yeah, so I've got my unboxing table over there with it. And it's not done yet. I got the boom arms and the mic stuff, but I got to clean it. But so, anyways, I went away from the man cave idea to strictly workflow, ease of like banging stuff out and not having to clean up so much of a mess. So right now, everything is in piles everywhere. Like everything's been pulled off shelves, desks have been cleared out. It's a
Cray.
yeah. It's crazy.
I have a big, huge L-shaped. Not L actually. It's more of just a corner, but it's big. It's massive. We leased out a new warehouse last year, which is where I work now. And there was 4 desks just somebody left behind in there. I took one of them home because nobody needed it. And it's this huge. I've got 2 monitors over here with my work set up, a laptop. Then I've got my laptop with 2 more monitors set up over here. I have room to do some unboxing stuff and overhead shots. I don't do it.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying. I'm just trying to make it quicker because I just got to maximize my time. I got to be more efficient. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
All right, Clay.
Yeah. Time to go.
My head's getting heavier. I've been holding this mic for 3 hours.
It's awful, man.
I just realized this.
A little bad for you.
I only lasted 15 minutes, I think, with that microphone before everybody said, stop using it. Go to the side.
You pulled that one out to compare with mine, and that was it.
I've been holding it ever since. I'm like, my arm is dead.
Yep. So next week. Sounds good to me.
All right. Tuesday night, guys. I'll have a live stream podcast with Audio Hotline Bronson. We're going to do a live stream Tuesday night at 7:30.
I said hi and thank you.
Absolutely. And then Friday, me, Clay, and Dave, you can pop in there. Hope to see you.
That'd be cool.
Wife does a good job picking colors.
Dave can bring the coffee.
Yeah, bring the coffee. All right. Till I see you guys in the next one. From me and Clay, we're out. Don't forget to name our podcast for us so we could end this really cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. Dave, you want to close us out? All right, Dave. Dave's not going to do it. Dave, you're going. I'm really tired now. Clay, you want to close us out?
Yeah, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate all the follows, and I appreciate the support that we are all getting. And thanks for tuning in tonight.
All right. Till we see you guys in the next one.
We're out.